Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Berkelback Field, the Georgetown ISD Athletic Complex for tonight's matchup between the Chaparral Bobcats and your Georgetown Eastview Patriots. Well, it was not a good week for Eastview last time out. They're losing their first loss that was by more than one score, losing by 58-14. Nothing quite went their way. They have now dropped their last three contests. They sit at 3-4 on the season. Chaparral, they sit with 4 consecutive losses, so one of the teams is going to have the skid in tonight. Good evening, my name is Brian Reed, joined alongside Rob Jaskula and Skyler, providing quality insurance. And Rob, it just didn't go their way last week.
No, it really didn't, Brian. From the very start, things just did not go the Eastview Patriots' way. 4 turnovers, very unlike the team. And we've talked throughout the season how good of a job they've done taking care of the football, and that just was not the case last week in the crosstown rivalry game against the Georgetown Eagles. But it's a new week, it's a new day. It's good to be back home in our home booth here at Berkelback Field at the Georgetown ISD Athletic Complex. A bit of a better view for us here this evening, and hopefully a nice view to watch the Eastview Patriots break their slide. And, Brian, it's really do-or-die time for the Patriots. They need to win out to have a chance at making the playoffs out of District 8 and Class 5A. The 2-5 Chaparral Bobcats, they're 0-4 in the district, so their playoff hopes are pretty much out of the picture. But the Patriots still alive, and earlier this week I had a chance to catch up with head coach Michael Wall and talk about this week's game.
All right, let's hear it.
Speaking here on Tuesday afternoon, and Coach, there's no two ways about it, this is a big week for your football team. This doesn't seem like a group that's going to dwell on last week, so what are you looking to see from them as you prepare for Chaparral?
Yes, sir. We just talked about responding. You know, last week was a tough week for us, and physically and mentally. And so we talked about responding. The kids have showed up, had 2 good days of practice already. Need to respond. You know, our playoff hopes are on the line, and we got to win everything from here on out in the regular season. So big challenge this week. Glad it's at home, and I think our kids will respond well.
I wanted to take some time this week to talk about a subject that's near and dear to my heart, the offensive line. And I was down on the field before last week's game and was very impressed seeing their athleticism up close. Your unique offense, they've been really disciplined in their play. So what's it like seeing them gel over the course of a season?
It's been really awesome to see. They have improved, you know, each week going up against some tough, you know, defensive fronts, and there's 4 seniors up there and 1 sophomore. So they're bringing the young pup along each week. He's getting a little bit better, but there's definitely been some senior leadership up there and the game's not too big for me moments. You know, those guys have been performing pretty well, and happy to see them gel. And credit to Coach Doug Bond for bringing that group along.
On the other side of the field this week, it's going to be the Chaparral Bobcats, who are also going to be hungry for a district win. And they've struggled offensively this season. So is a quick start something you're going to be looking for this week?
Yes. You know, we always kind of practice that. We change our practices up a little bit to do some, you know, good on good, so to speak, at the very early beginning. We're always trying to leave no situation unprepared to our kids. And so just a good start, just kind of, you know, it's one of those taking any of the hope out of them early is one of those things, and you want to kind of see what both we and they are made of, you know, for a 4-quarter game. But starting fast is critical. You know, we try to play fast offensively and of course, you know, get some stops and some turnovers early to kind of, like I said, take their will out of them, hopefully. They're a well-coached team. Still got some young faces over there in some spots, but we hope that our, you know, seniors, like I said, 9 seniors on offense and a bunch more on defense too that can use that maturity and get a fast start.
Finally, this week, I wanted to highlight a few players on defense that have become big contributors lately. Grady Dickerson and Sam Arnott in particular, who has 5 tackles for loss the last 2 weeks. So seeing players develop as the season goes on, that's got to be fun for you as a coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Those 2 guys, Grady and Sam, have just been solid all year. And then, you know, they've stepped up and made some big plays at times. And Sam, you know, both of those kids are very quiet kids, and they don't bring a lot of attention to themselves. And so, you know, it has taken maybe a little bit to be recognized, but those kids have been making some great plays and a lot of plays in space. They both, you know, with free safety and the outside linebacker position, a lot's asked of those guys, from covering to coming down and making tackles in the box. And I'm very pleased with their development and their contributions this year.
As always, thank you to head coach Mike Wall. Let's send it back upstairs. Well, Brian, you heard it. Coach Wall wants a quick start from his team here tonight, and I think we're in for an exciting ball game. Ty Blair, a little uncharacteristic last week in his performance, only going 13 of 15 through the air for 119 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. He was effective on the ground, as he usually is, though, 14 carries for 120 yards. And with no Keaston Rainey tonight, he's going to take a big brunt of the offensive load for the Patriots.
Absolutely. It will definitely be important for the Patriots to get out to a fast start. They haven't had a lot of success early on. They've been kind of playing behind the 8 ball. They've had success playing behind the 8 ball, though, but you want to get out and have that fast start. You don't want to fall behind early. And it's important because what's uncharacteristic last week with the two interceptions, his previous 2 games with Ty Blair, he has thrown 4 interceptions after going the first few games only throwing 2. So it'd be very important also to keep hold of the ball and not turn it over too many times.
Exactly, Brian. Taking care of the football is going to be paramount tonight. And looking at this Chaparral Bobcat team, defensively, they maybe don't force the most turnovers, but they are very effective in the red zone. I was watching their game 2 weeks ago against Leander Lions, and they forced an interception, a fumble in the red zone, and 2 turnovers on downs. So they can be very effective when their backs are up against the wall. Now, for Chaparral, one of the interesting things is they play 2 quarterbacks. And you know the old adage, Brian, when you have 2 quarterbacks, you really don't have any. Yeah. And that's kind of been the case for them this year. This week, Kylan Moses, who started and played the entire game last week against Rouse, takes a seat, and it will be Bryson Coleman, the sophomore. And we noticed before the game, Brian, he's got a big arm.
Oh, yeah.
But doesn't quite have the accuracy. He's only completed 40% of his passes on the season for 544 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He's really going to need to step it up and probably have the best game of his season tonight.
Yeah, we were watching him in warm-ups, and he does have an absolutely big arm, but had a little bit of difficulty finding that receiver. So it'll be interesting to watch as the night goes on. So it should be an interesting matchup, and I'm ready for this one.
Yeah, and Chaparral, they've struggled offensively. They haven't scored more than 12 points in a district game, and each of the last 3 weeks they've only scored 7. And in the last 2 weeks, those 7 points have come in the fourth quarter when the games were already well decided. And I was listening to Coach Tyrell McCray's pregame show, and he said basically we're shooting ourselves in the foot, and that also in the trenches he says we need the weight room. So this is a third-year Chaparral program, but Coach McCray only came in the middle of June, so he was kind of working behind the 8 ball from the start. And so this 2-5 Bobcat team is improving, but maybe not quite in the place where they want to be. This is a big night for the Eastview Patriots, Brian. It's a great opportunity for them as well.
Great opportunity for them indeed. You know, they won the 3 in a row. They've lost 3 in a row, so it really is a must-win situation. If they want to get into the playoffs, and absolutely they do absolutely want to get into the playoffs, they're going to need some help, but they also need to help themselves by picking up a victory tonight. And I want to give a shout-out before we start tonight's game. I want to give a shout-out to Coach Peter Dittmer and Captain Foster Dittmer and his girlfriend, Captain Gabby, who just had foot surgery, could not be here tonight and are watching in Columbus, Georgia. They're big Eastview fans. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are.
Oh, the Eastview family, big in Georgia, and our QA tonight, Skylar Gillespie in Macon, Georgia as well at the Vype mothership. So we do welcome all of our listeners around the world. And as we get set for kickoff here, Brian, it is a perfect evening for football. And I feel like we've said this, I think, 6 times in 8 weeks. Not a cloud in the sky from our beautiful vantage point here at Berkelbach Field. And as we prepare for kickoff, it was a hot day today. It was proper summer weather. I think we hit a high of 91. Right now it is 85 degrees. That's 29 for our friends listening abroad. The wind is going to be coming out of the south, 3 to 5 miles an hour. Not really blowing as we look at the flags here, pretty much still. So I don't think that'll be a big factor tonight. But it is warm, and it's still warm out there.
It's still warm out there. It's nice to see. We're not quite at the end of the daylight savings yet because the sun is still somewhat in the sky, but the lights are on. It's like almost proper Friday night lights. You love to see that. It's perfect football weather. It's also nice to see our Patriots in their home red jerseys, as last week they were the away team, even though they're playing in the home stadium, in their white jerseys. So it's nice to see them back in their home red jerseys for tonight's matchup.
Yeah, interesting quirk of the schedule this year, Brian, with the away game at the home stadium. We only have to go away for 3 games to other places this season, but that does include next week, next Friday, same time, 7 p.m. We will be at Gupton Stadium as the Patriots play the Rouse Raiders, and that'll be a big one for the Patriots' playoff hopes, but you need to get through tonight first.
Yeah, focus definitely is on tonight. They do need to get the victory here. They're going to try their absolute best. I think we're getting ready for our national anthem as I think we see the color guard come out in the field.
Yeah, just looking down here at the Eastview captains getting ready to go as well. We know Tyson Ishawoko is not playing this evening, and you see him there in his street clothes, but still a captain for tonight's ball game, and you'll love to see that. And we will step aside. You're listening to Eastview Patriots football on the Vype Live Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you remove your hats as we honor all of the brave men and women who have served or are currently serving our country at home and abroad with the singing of our national anthem, performed by the Eastview High School Choir under the direction of Beth Burrow and Colleen Rowland.
Always love hearing the national anthem. Always makes you want to say play ball once it's done. So, captains for tonight's game for the Eastview Patriots, we got Luke Martin, the aforementioned Tyson Ijawoko, and Caden Childs out there alongside Joshua Claypool for our captains for tonight for the Eastview Patriots. Trying to see if I can get the Chaparral captains. And at this time, looks like we got Kylan Moss and oh, man.
Yeah, Kylan Moses, who started last week, also in his street clothes. Another captain who's not playing, and that's nice to see with these teams. Good spirit.
I see him coming out there and do support their teams. And we have another Brian Brundidge.
Yeah, Brian Brundidge, he's their nose tackle, and he's very effective. One thing we're going to be looking at tonight, the Chaparral defensive line plays much better than the record. That is probably where they're strongest defensively. So looking forward to seeing them in action. And Brian, we do have a full slate of games in District 8 of Class 5A tonight, and they're all important now with lots of playoff implications. Leander is visiting Rouse. That's a 4-3 team visiting the 3-4 Rouse Raiders. And that's probably the biggest one for the Patriots' playoff chances. Georgetown is visiting Glenn, the 6-1 Eagles, looking to make their record even stronger. And two 5-2 teams up in Belton as the Cedar Park Timberwolves visit the Lake Belton Broncos.
Definitely be a fun matchup, and we'll give you those scores as the games go on. Hopefully they can keep them updated as we get the coin toss underway here at midfield.
Number 2, Luke Martin. Number 9, Tyson Ijawoko. Number 19, Caden Childs. Number 78, Joshua Claypool.
Referee tonight, Boston Graves.
Yeah, we had a nice time down there on the field before the game. Got to say hello to coaches from both sides and talk with Coach Wall. He was in a buoyant mood today, very upbeat and ready for action tonight.
It was nice to finally get a chance to meet him, too. You've been out on the field often because you get here before I do, so it was nice to get a chance to finally meet Coach Wall. And it looks like the Patriots are going to receive the opening kickoff.
Absolutely love that, Brian.
Yeah.
Get the ball first. You want to start quickly. Put the ball in the hands of your best player, your third-year veteran senior quarterback, Ty Blair, who I think you mentioned the numbers from last week, Brian. He's really going to be looking to shake it off.
Definitely wants to shake it off. Definitely wants to get out to that fast start, and it's important to get that football and just try to work your way down that field very quickly or methodically. Everyone do it. Just get down there and try to get that early score.
And we've seen the Patriots this season score first on a few of their drives. A few weeks ago, they even took an entire 6 minutes on their opening drive of the game. I believe that was against Glenn. So we know that they can move the football and take care of it on a long, sustained drive. And as we mentioned, though, for folks just joining us here before kickoff, Keaston Rainey not playing this evening, so we'll be seeing a lot of Blake Honeycutt in the backfield. And the Patriots coming out to return the opening kickoff, and it looks like Honeycutt is the man in the back.
Just about to mention that, yeah, alongside Tanner Namkin and Sam Williams, the freshman. And it's going to be number 87, that's Dominic Madrano.
Kicking for the Bobcats, number
Yeah, the junior wide receiver kicking off there. Their normal kicker is number 82, Christian Vasquez, and watching some tape on them, he is an accurate kicker, but his leg's not the strongest, so no surprise here. They go with the kickoff specialist.
I was watching him warm up, too. He does have a good leg on him. Not going to get a long runoff on this one, though. So we could see a return here, but be on the lookout. Short kick. It's going to be an onside kick, actually, and it's going to be bounced off, and it's going to be recovered by the Bobcats. I was saying, watch out. You got to be on the lookout, and they do the successful onside kick, and that takes that opening possession away from the Patriots.
Yeah, quite honestly, Brian, I thought they telegraphed that. There was really no surprise that they were lining up for the onside kick, but I think the Patriots may have been caught a little bit off guard by that. Yeah. That's not the way you wanted to start.
Not the way you want to start. It took a perfect bounce, though, so now we're going to have to take a look at this Chaparral offense and see if the Patriots defense can step up.
Yeah, we got our first look here at the sophomore Bryson Coleman, who has played in 6 of their games this year in the platoon. He will probably play the entire game here tonight.
Coleman from the gun. Makes a snap. They're going to fake the handoff. Gives on end around. Tries to turn upfield. Nowhere to go with the football, but makes a few-man miss. And able to get, I was going to say 3 yards, but able to push the pile and make it actually a 5-yard gain. That is Davian Arthur on the carry.
Davian Arthur had 1 carry for 70 yards last week in their game against Rouse, so his average is going down a little bit with that 5 yards on first down.
Definitely, but that was a that was a working man's 5 yards, let me tell you. 4 wide this time. Coleman from the gun. He's going to have Cameron Bennett in the backfield. 2nd and 5, and that's going to be a false start. I think the guilty party on that one was number 61 as Thyron Moses. That's going to make it a 2nd and 10.
That's something that Coach McCray was talking about in his weekly radio show this week, that he really wants his team to clean up the procedure penalties, knocking them back 5 yards after that positive play to start.
And it was a lot of running for 5 yards, and it all kind of goes to the waste. So 2nd and 10 now from the 49-yard line. That's from the Chaparral 49-yard line. Coleman takes the snap, handoff. Nope, he's going to throw over in the middle. Ball's going to be incomplete. And it was almost intercepted by Noah Herrera. That makes it 3rd and 10.
He was looking for Isaac Diaz, the senior wide receiver, over the middle. And we talked to the pregame show. Coleman has a very strong arm. Maybe not so much the accuracy. That ball was an absolute rocket.
Definitely. He does have a very strong arm. Not with the accuracy, but he can throw a rocket. So now it's 3rd and 10. So a chance for the Patriots to get them off the field after not getting that opening possession. Coleman from the gun. Bennett in the backfield. Coleman takes a snap. He's back to throw. He's going to take a shot downfield. It's going to fall incomplete. Pass was intended for Nicholas McLean and just led him too far out of bounds. That's going to make it 4th down.
You know, Brian, when he released that ball, I thought the receiver was open downfield and had a few steps on the running back, on the defensive back. That ball just kind of sailed out of bounds on the far side, and we really didn't have the best angle for that. I was worried about that till it hit the turf.
I thought so too. They're going to go for it on 4th down, though. Owen back to throw. It's going to take another shot downfield. It's going to fall incomplete, and that's a turnover on downs. Pass was intended for Tristan Pizzelli, and it's a turnover on downs. So their opening possession, though, for the Patriots is going to be on their opponent's side of the field.
A great start for the Patriot defense, getting the 4 and out after not expecting to start the game on defense following that successful onside kick. So really, no harm, no foul, and now you're starting your first possession of the game in plus territory.
Blair from the gun, Honeycutt in the backfield. He's going to have 4 wide. Blair takes a snap. They're going to fake handoff to Honeycutt. Blair's going to take it himself. Now he's going to throw it. Ball's caught, but he run out of bounds after maybe a no gain. Pass was caught by McKinnon Thorpe. He gained a yard on the play.
McKinnon Thorpe's a guy who we've seen a lot more of the last few weeks, becoming one of Ty Blair's more favored targets. 1 for 1 for 1 yard.
Quickly back to the line, 2nd and 9. Blair back to throw. Ball's going to be caught, pushed out of bounds. Caught by Luke Martin. Nice to see him back in, and it's going to be for 8 yards. He's going to be 1 yard short at the 48-yard line.
Luke Martin is going to be a real key here tonight, and it's great to see him back in action. The 2-sport star for the Patriots, and just a yard short of the first down.
Once again, using the hurry up, back to the line. Blair's going to tuck it in and run. He's got the first down. He's at the 35-yard line, pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Gain of 5. That's a first down for the Patriots.
Ty Blair is one of the leading rushers in this district, Brian, and he has a real nice burst of speed. He's the one making the decision to run a lot of the times. That was a good one there.
That was definitely a good one. So moving the ball, get the first down. Blair back to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to tuck it in and run. Turns upfield, slides down, and you're going to say he slid down after a 4-yard gain to the 30-yard line.
Some nice hard football there, and I think they even maybe gave him an extra yard there after the slide. That was a nice spot there for the Patriots.
So a 5-yard gain there by Ty Blair makes it 2nd and 5 from the Chaparral 29-yard line. Blair working from the gun. Got Honeycutt in the backfield. This time they're going to fake the handoff to Honeycutt. Ball's going to be caught by Namkin, and he's going to get inside the red zone for taking a hard hit out of bounds. But he's pushed out of the 19. It's another first down for the Patriots.
Justice Tuimavave, one of the best players on the Chaparral Bobcats team, with the nice hit there. And that was very clean. Namkin did well to hold on to that football and get the first down.
Definitely. I thought he was going to go out of bounds earlier, but he decided to take a few more steps and get those extra yards. Like to see that. 4 wide here, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. He's going to send Martin in motion. Blair back to throw. He's got time. Throws over the middle. Ball's caught by Namkin. Tries to spin off a defender, but it's going to be brought down after a 4, maybe 5-yard gain there on first down.
Nice 4-for-4 start for Ty Blair here on the opening series of the ballgame. You'll love to see that. Nothing too fancy, just some nice, short, high percentage routes.
Definitely taking what the defense gives you and picking up those positive yards. Blair back to throw. He's rolling out of the pocket. Throws it in the flat. Ball's caught. Spins off a would-be tackler and out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And that was McKinnon Thorpe on the reception. And that makes it 1st and goal for the Patriots.
Another nice grab from McKinnon Thorpe, and that's the same route that he ran on the first play of the ball game. Just a nice little quick out route, and Blair found him. Another high percentage pass.
Patriots knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Blair fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, ball's caught, touchdown, Luke Martin, touchdown, Patriots.
Luke Martin back in the lineup, and we are all happy to see that. He's a big target over the middle. He's listed as both a tight end and a wide receiver. He's really just a big athlete, and he ran that route to perfection, and that was a nice hard throw by Blair right into the belly over the middle for 6 points.
Blair was perfect on that drive. They got the ball with 10:50 on the clock. There's now 9:12 on the clock. So working the out of bounds, they worked very efficiently and able to get into the end zone. There's that fast start we were looking for. Aaron Reyes and to attempt the extra point. It's down, kick is up, and Reyes remains perfect on the season.
Which we absolutely love. I'm a big special teams guy, Brian. I'm always happy to see Aaron Reyes knock another one through. And it was funny, we went down on the field before the game, and who did we first encounter when we walked on the field warming up was the defensive line of the Patriots, and they were doing some good, big, ugly work down there. Ray has the finesse to then come out and kick. I always love it. I'm going to keep bringing it up every week.
Oh, yeah, no, it's great, yeah. So I mentioned a few times that back in the early days of football, that's just what it was. It was that your offensive lineman, your big guy, he was your kicker. You know, Lou Groza, I've mentioned before a few times, he is the Lou Groza Award. Is the award you hand out to the best collegiate kicker, and he was an offensive lineman, and he is in the Football Hall of Fame.
Ty Blair, 6 of 6 for 36 yards and a touchdown on that opening drive. A perfect start for him. You'll love to see it.
Love to see it and like to keep this one going. So they didn't get the ball to start the game off, but they got the ball on their opponent's side of the field, and they made very quick work of that.
Nice little 49-yard drive. Very methodical from the Patriots as well.
Yeah, Davian Arthur back to receive this one alongside Amon Tolliver. Ray is going to get a bit of a longer run-up at this one. And maybe a bit of miscommunication, but takes at the 10-yard line. He's got nowhere to go with this one. Spin moves, tries to keep going. They're going to say his forward progress is stopped at the 19-yard line. That That was Amon Tolliver on the return. And this drive's going to start at the 19 for the Bobcats.
Love seeing that coverage on the kickoff team for the Patriots. They've been good on kickoff coverage throughout the season, and now you have the Bobcats who just turned it over on downs in their first possession, backed up inside their own 20. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Patriots bring some pressure. They did on the fourth down play.
They absolutely did, and it worked to perfection there. Coleman not complete a pass in his opening series, and he's going to hand this one off up the middle. He's going to rumble forward for about 6 yards to the 25-yard line. As Cameron Bennett on the carry. Like last time they got it to 2nd and 4, or 2nd and 5, I should say.
Yeah, the junior has carried 18 times for 52 yards this season. They do a lot of running back by committee.
And back to Bennett, immediately dropped in the backfield. Oh my goodness, it's Isaiah Davenport Bell. Who else would it be?
No surprise there, Brian. IDB bursting right through the middle. That's 91 tackles on the season for him now, having a wonderful year.
Absolutely. He was just swarming into the backfield. He's almost next to every single play. You're going to call his name a lot. 91 tackles on the season. That has a lot.
And now 13 for loss.
13. That's good, too. So 3rd and 7. They got to get to the 29 for a first down. Coleman back to throw under heavy pressure. He just gets rid of it and throws that one away. Don't think they're going to call the intentional grounding there, but that makes it 4th down.
I love that call by defensive coordinator Brady Bond to bring the pressure. You have the sophomore quarterback. He's been in and out of the lineup this season. Maybe doesn't quite have the rhythm going, and he has not yet completed a pass.
He has not yet completed the pass because the defense won't let him complete one. Namkin back to receive this one. And it is going to be Justice Tuimavave to punt this one away. Snaps a little bit high, and they almost got to that one. Emkin's going to let that one bounce. And it takes a Bobcats bounce, and I think that actually stayed in bounds. That was a weird roll, and it goes out at the 33-yard line.
A nice 40-yard punt there for the Bobcats. Tuimavave is the kind of guy, he does a little bit of everything. You look at just about any stat, and he is there. He'll return kicks, he'll punt. He has a forced fumble, he has a fumble recovery, he has a couple interceptions, a real do-everything athlete for them. And because he's such a good athlete, we're going to have to watch for the fake there on the punt. We've already seen some trickery out of the Bobcats. And now our second look at Ty Blair, and again, good field position at their own 44.
That's where the ball went out at the 44-yard line. That referee tricked me for a second there. They're going to fake hand off to Honeycutt. Throws it in the flat. It's Thorpe. Makes the reception. He's at the 50-yard line. He's going to jump forward for a gain of, looks like 8 yards there on first down. Blair continues his perfect streak. He's completed his first 7 passes.
And that's 3 catches already for McKinnon Thorpe, and a nice play action there from Ty Blair.
Might go back to the air here. He's got 5 wide this time. Blair takes the snap. He's going to take a shot downfield. He's got Namkin open. It's going to be caught. And he's down at the 3-yard line. Blair had time to set his feet and throw, and what a catch made by Namkin.
What a grab by Tanner Namkin. 46 yards on that play, Brian. And a great throw from Ty Blair. He saw that right away. Namkin just ran right by the defenders, and he was all alone for the last 20 yards of running that route.
Backs in line very quickly, though. Honeycutt in the backfield. Ball's at the 3-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Patriots once again knocking out the door. They're going to hand off Honeycutt, and he's just going to waltz on into the end zone. 3 plays, and they're in the end zone again.
Well, you're not going to get an easier touchdown than that if you're Blake Honeycutt. We've seen him go for 75 yards earlier this season. He only has to go 3 on that one. A nice quick strike drive, and here's that quick start that Michael Wall wanted out of his team.
Absolutely. It's definitely what they wanted. The last few games, they haven't scored first, so it's nice to finally get that out of the way. Arias sent to attempt the extra point.
And we're less than 5 minutes into this game, Brian. Great start.
Definitely a great start. 7:03 left to play here in the first quarter. Arias took the extra point. It's up, and he is still perfect on the season. It makes the score 14-0. And Ty Blair still perfect.
Other than the hiccup on the opening kickoff where the Bobcats ran that onside, It's been all Patriots here in the early going. Exactly what they needed, and now they need to keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Definitely, and I just saw they showed the replay on the big screen of Namkin's catch, and it really was a perfectly thrown ball and a perfect catch. It was a good job by Namkin to adjust and let that one come in to make that catch. That was a really good play there.
Seeing the replay on the big screen here, we saw Joshua Claypool, the left tackle. He had a really nice seal block. 4 seniors on that offensive line, and they're doing the business so far.
Got the unsung heroes of the offense, always the offensive line, as you probably are aware.
And one of the captains here tonight as well for the Eastview Patriots, Joshua Claypool.
Racing to kick another one off. There was a bit of miscommunication on the kickoff last time for the Bobcats. It almost went to one of the other return men. It's like we got Orlando Beard to receive this one. Davian Arthur. And it's going to be a short kick. Now they're going to let this one bounce. Picked up at the 10-yard line. Trying to get around the corner. He's got a big burst of speed. He's past the 30-yard line.
Davian Arthur is probably their best all-around athlete. He does a little bit of everything offensively. They definitely want to see him get the ball. Very interesting choice there to let that ball bounce in front of him, though. On this artificial turf, you never really know if you're going to get a true bounce.
Especially with the way the football's designed. It's designed to fly through the air, so when it hits the ground, it could go any direction. So you just gotta be careful. Well, they've yet to get a first down. They have gained a max of, well, you don't count the penalty, I think they've gained 9 yards. So, be interesting to see here. Coleman from the gun. They're going to hand off. I believe that's to Bennett. He's got nowhere to go with this one. Maybe a yard or two out to the 35-yard line.
No surprise who the man breaking up that play was. It was Isaiah Davenport Bell. He had the blocker engaged with him, pushed him back, reached out with one arm, and managed to slow down the running back.
And that was actually Keith Tyler on the carry, the senior running back.
Tyler does see the bulk of their carries, but does work in the platoon.
So it makes it 2nd and 8 now. Coleman working from the gun. Tries to get him the jump. He's back to throw. He's going to take a shot to the right, and the ball's going to be caught. That ball is caught by Nicholas McLean, Coleman's first completion. As you can see on the screen here, he does throw a good ball, and that was a good accurate pass there to McLean.
I think Quavius Marbury tried to jump that route a little bit, and I think he thought he had it, but it was a good hard throw right over his head, and a good catch as well. I think he bobbled it a little bit, but managed to bring it in at the sideline.
So he's out at the 44-yard line. First down for the Bobcats. We'll have 2 wide here. Coleman takes a snap. He's going to hand this one off to Tyler, and nowhere to go with this one. I mean, nowhere. And right there was Ty Temples to bring him down to the backfield. That's a 2-yard loss.
Ty Temples did a great job there. And also in the backfield was Sam Arnott from his weak side linebacker position, causing a lot of havoc. They never really got set in their blocks. That was a nice play by the Patriots defense, and Ty Temples there to take the glory.
So 2nd and 12 now at the 42-yard line. Coleman from the gun. He's got 3 wide. They're going to fake handoff to Tyler. He's going to throw it. It's going to be bobbled by Davian Arthur. And he's very fortunate there that one wasn't intercepted by Aquavius Marbury. That makes it 3rd and 12.
No, he was looking down at his hands there as well afterwards, not even realizing that maybe he didn't catch the football.
It makes it 3rd and 12 now. 5:22 left to play here in the first.
Just 1 for 6 for Coleman here so far in the first quarter.
It's interesting to note is they haven't actually had a snap in opponent's territory. They've had the ball in opponent's territory, but then it was called back on the false start. Coleman back to throw, under pressure. He's going to throw that one in the flat. He's got plenty of room to run. He's going to have the first down. Nicholas McLean, that's the 2nd completion. That one goes for 14 yards. It's the first down for the Bobcats. Do you think I jinxed him?
You know what, Brian? I cannot believe that there wasn't a hold on the right tackle there. Jacob Vasquez, he was trying to get away. The right tackle had 2 hands on him.
So second first down now. The ball's now, for the first time, in opponent's territory at the Patriots 42-yard line. Coleman takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to just tuck this one in and run. He's got room to run. He's past the 40, past the 35-yard line. It's going to be an 8-yard gain on first down. Make that a 9-yard gain out to the 33-yard line.
Coleman not really known for his running prowess, but that is 20 carries on the season for him. Again, he's split time most of the year, and he's kind of their more traditional pocket passer. Kylan Moses does a lot more of the scrambling.
So 2nd and 1 now, the 33-yard line. Tyler in the backfield. And they're going to hand off to Tyler. He's going to have the first down out to the 27-yard line.
Good hard run there by Tyler. He is their leading running back on the year. He's coming into this game 32 times on the year, but only for 118 yards. They've really struggled to move the football, but when they do on the ground, it's usually with Tyler.
So another first down at the 27. Knocking on the door of the red zone. They're going to hand off Tyler, try to get around the outside. He's got room to run, but brought down from behind. He had room to go, and he was brought down from behind. And that was Isaiah Davenport-Bell.
IDB just has such great sideline-to-sideline speed. He can get to the outside almost every time, and I think Tyler thought he had a lot more room to run than he actually did as we go under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter.
I thought he had more room to run, but IDB had other ideas. So that makes it 2nd and 9, ball at the 26. Coleman takes a snap, looking to throw. He's under pressure. He escapes. He's scrambling. He's just going to try to tuck this one in and run, and he's got room to go. He's down the sideline. Flag comes in. He had the first down. That was a lot of running, but a flag came in from the secondary. 2 flags on the field, actually. So this one might be against the Bobcats.
Caden Wood, the guilty party on that, and it was right down in front of us. You could see him just held that block too long. You really didn't need to do that. Great pursuit from the Patriots. Coleman has a little more speed than I expected, though. He got away from about 4 tacklers.
He did, but that is the second penalty of the game, and there's that holding call I think you mentioned earlier that didn't get called.
That's a costly penalty as well, and when you've only won 2 games all year, you really need to not be doing that.
It would have been 1st and goal or maybe 1st and 10 from the 11. And as it stands now it's 2nd down and a long way to go from the 32-yard line. Coleman back to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Grady Dickerson came in there, and he was dead to rights. Huge loss there.
We talked about Grady Dickerson in the pregame show. I talked about him with Coach Wall. He's really come on in the second half of this season. Came on the delayed blitz, completely unpicked up, and he popped quarterback Coleman really well.
That brought them back to the 40-yard line. They have to get to the 22 for a first down, so it's a long way to go. Let's see what they do here. I wonder if they're going to bring the house after this one. Coleman, they're just going to hand this one off to Tyler. Tyler's going to gain some positive yards. Flag comes in, though. He's well short of the first down. He was brought down at the 33-yard line. Well, let's check the flag.
A well-designed little counterplay there. And it is going to be a face mask. It's going to go against Caden Childs, and that is what it looked like from up here.
Oh, man.
That's a devastating penalty for the Patriots.
Definitely. The penalties have been kind of a key thing with this team. They've had a few penalties that they gave some 3rd and long stops. So that makes it an automatic first down for the Bobcats, and that puts them at the 25-yard line.
Right, a big penalty on a 3rd down last week, Brian, was a real turning point in the game against Georgetown. Let's hope it's not the same thing here. But still, you'd like to see more discipline on 3rd down.
It definitely did snowball after that one. Well, you have to just brush it off and just keep on going. Knock on the door of the red zone at the 25-yard line. Coleman takes a snap, back to throw. He's going to throw it to the right. Ball's going to be caught, immediately brought down. It's Nicholas McLean at the 21-yard line. So gain of 4 on first down.
Good throw and a good catch. Jelani Culpepper, who's back in the lineup this week for the Patriots, with a good pop on him, but held on to the football.
Makes it 2nd and 6. 2:18, clock moving. Left to go here in the first quarter. Patriots up front 14-0. Coleman back to throw. He's under pressure. He's just going to throw this one away. And it almost intercepted. That one I thought was just going for the out-of-bounds marker. But Grady Dickerson looked like down there almost had a chance to pick that one off.
Good call there, Brian. I thought that was a clear throwaway situation as well, but he kept that a little too close to the field of play. Sam Arnott came on the weak side blitz on that play. We've seen the Patriots dial that up a few times here already, getting a lot of pressure on this sophomore quarterback.
3rd and 6 now. They have to get to the 15 for a first down. It's like kind of a jumbo set almost. They're going to hand off, trying to go around the outside. He's not going to get this first down. He's going to be short by 4 yards. He's down at the 19-yard line. Trying to catch who was on the carry. Looks like
it was Navion Shaw of the regular running backs. He does have the highest yard per carry average. Playing kind of the 3rd down scat back.
And it looks like they're going to go for this one. It is 4th and 4.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter, Brian. It's been all Patriots. You're in the red zone. You're 2-5. Why not go for it?
Exactly. What do you got to lose now? Rather have some fun, though. We're going to get a timeout. And it's going to be the Bobcats. They're going to take their first timeout of the half while they decide what they're going to do here. I should mention that we did watch their kickers in warm-up. They do have pretty good legs on them, and there's not too much wind out there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to kick this field goal.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what they do. Christian Vasquez takes most of the extra points, but he does have the weaker leg of the 2 kickers. Dominic Madrano, the senior listed as wide receiver who handles kickoff duties, I think would be the option. They do have the wind. What wind there is blowing from right to left across your screen, same direction that the Chaparral Bobcats are moving here in the opening quarter. Just a slight breeze moving the flags on the uprights. I don't think it'll really be a big factor in this game.
Probably not be that big a factor, you're right, but they are moving very slightly up there. So the score is 14-0. The Patriots are leading the Bobcats. Ty Blair so far perfect on tonight's game. They've had 2 drives, and they both resulted in a touchdown. This is the first drive for the Bobcats where they've actually been able to successfully move the football, and they've had a little bit of luck, and they've also had that penalty that negated the 3rd down stop.
Yeah, Blake Honeycutt now with 3 rushing touchdowns on the year with a nice untouched score on the Patriots' last drive. And Ty Blair, I have him 8 for 8, 87 yards and a touchdown.
And they're going to keep the offense out there, so it's 4th and 4 from the 19. They have to get to the 15 for a first down. Coleman takes the snap. He's under pressure. He's going to be sacked. Big-time sack. He loses his helmet. The ball came out, but they're going to say he was down. Oh, my goodness.
13, Sam Arnett.
And that was Sam Arnett on the sack. Wow, that's the 2nd time on this series when we've seen Coleman just get blown up in the backfield.
He even lost the football there at the end, but our referee, Boston Gates, said that he was already down, lost the helmet. Just a full yard sale there. And Sam Arnett, again, bringing that pressure from the left tackle side, popping the quarterback before he could even really get his feet set.
And that's the 2nd time we've seen them come from that side, just been uncontested into the backfield. So Blair back out there. They're going to hand off. Honeycutt is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see if they give him that. And that's what they're going to give him at the 29-yard line. Makes it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, went to the left side trying to run behind Joshua Claypool again. Same play they scored the touchdown on their last play. Why not try it again?
Four wide this time. Blair, back to throw. He's going to throw it to Honeycutt. It's going to go through his fingers. And it's going to fall incomplete. I think that pass was parallel. Maybe slightly forward, and that's an incomplete pass. Makes it 3rd and 10. That's the first incomplete pass for Ty Blair.
Yeah, it took 11 minutes and 12 seconds, 48 seconds left in the first quarter for Ty Blair to throw his first incompletion. And I think just rushed that one a little bit, threw it a little too hard.
Definitely. Didn't quite go through the first half. Well, now it's 3rd and 10. The first time they faced 3rd and long in this ball game. Going to send Honeycutt in motion. Empty set for Blair now. Blair, back to throw. He's going to take a shot downfield. Namkin's open, and he's got it. He's going to stay on his feet. He's at the 30, the 35-yard line, I should say. He's going to be brought down to 31. 2nd time tonight, Namkin has caught the deep ball, and it's a first down for the Patriots and deep in opponent's territory.
39 yards for Tanner Namkin on his 2nd big catch of this first quarter. Brian, he just ran right up the middle from the slot. He didn't do anything fancy. When he got past the linebackers, that's when Blair noticed him and got the ball to him right in front of the safeties as well. A great decision by Ty Blair to get rid of that ball when he did.
And we did have an official timeout there on the field, so the clock is stopped at 37 seconds, and now it's going to roll again. So that's 1st and 10 now, the 31-yard line, the Bobcats' 31-yard line. Less than 30 seconds left to go now. Blair from the gun. Take the snap, just going to throw it. Screen pass. Ball's caught and gain of looks like 4 yards there. And it's by Seth DeMel. That's going to make it 2nd down and 6, it looks like.
Seth DeMel had 2 catches last week against Georgetown, so picking up where he left off on what's probably going to be the final play of this first quarter.
And it is going to be the final play of the first quarter. We're going to change sides and we're going to take a break. The Patriots come out strong. They lead 14-0. You're listening to Eastview Patriots football on the Vype Media Network.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
Back here at Birkelbeck Field of the Georgetown ISD Athletic Complex, Brian Reed alongside Rob Jaskula. The Patriots are knocking on the door once again. They lead 14-0 against the Chaparral Bobcats.
Well, Brian, I talked with Coach Wall. We talked about getting a fast start. That's exactly what the Patriots have done. Defensively, they've forced 2 turnovers on downs on this Bobcat offense. And offensively, they've put it in the end zone on both of their possessions and now marching down the field nearing the red zone.
Definitely, Tanner Namkin has been a big part of both of those drives. Most of the drives actually just catching a big pass right there. It's 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line. Have to get to the 21 for a first down. It's like that 2nd and 7, actually. And like I said, Namkin in motion, but they're going to hand off Honeycutt. Honeycutt's got some room to run past the 25-yard line. And he's going to be brought down at the 24 is what that one official is going to say. Makes it another 3rd down, but 3rd and 3 this time.
Amir Bolton-Smith, the talented junior linebacker, stepping up to make the tackle. Honeycutt had a nice hole there, and it was just a one-on-one play, able to bring him down, but Honeycutt did fall forward for that extra yard at the end.
So another 3rd down, last time 3rd and 10. They'll get a big gain here. I'll be looking for Namkin. Once again, it's 3rd and 3. Blair back to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to throw it downfield to Namkin. It's going to fall incomplete, but a flag comes in the backfield. This is most likely going to be a hold.
That's exactly what I think it is, Brian. That's what it looked like on the left side of the line. And it's on Blake Honeycutt. He was going up against Torrey Henry, the big do-everything defensive end. He also catches the ball and runs the ball a little bit on offense. A real two-way player from a lineman. And Honeycutt, just really no physical match, had to hold on to him there.
Definitely. So they're going to accept that penalty, though. Would have been 4th and 3. Instead, they want to get him. They want to back him up. That makes it 3rd and 12 now. 3rd and 13, I should say. Back at the 34-yard line. Going to have 5 wide. Blair sends Thorpe in motion. I think he may get a free play out of this one, and he's going to get a free play. So Blair's going to tuck his feet. He's going to throw it downfield. Ball's going to be caught by Namkin. And a big hit, but he gets inside the goal line situation into the 9-yard line.
A really nice route from Tanner Namkin. He just ran the stop hitch route there. And no surprise that it was an offside on the defense. Penalty is declined by the Patriots. And now here they are knocking on the door once again.
Good job by Blair. I think recognizing that it was offside, so just taking a shot downfield. Another big catch there by Namkin. And so they're in, knocking on the door once again. They're at the 9-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Blair takes a snap, looking to throw. He's going to take a shot in. Wide open was Thorpe, but they couldn't connect. Oh my goodness, he's going to see that one in his dreams.
Just got a little too eager for that one, Brian. Threw it a little too hard, and Thorpe was wide open. I really liked the design of that play with the levels coming to the inside and just sending Thorpe out towards the corner. A shame there, but still inside the 10 here.
Sometimes you just get excited. So 2nd and goal now from the 9-yard line. Empty set. They're going to send Honeycutt in motion. And now they're going to fake the handoff to Honeycutt. Blair's going to take it himself. Tries to turn upfield and spin moves and into the end zone. Nice 9-yard run there by Blair to get in the end zone. It's now 20-0 Patriots.
That's only Ty Blair's 3rd carry of the night, Brian. So maybe kind of lulled him into sleep there as he tucked it and ran up the middle. He's got such a great burst, and he hit it right at the 5. So when contact happened, he had the momentum to carry him into the end zone. Great play by the senior quarterback, and the Patriots are 3 for 3 on offense tonight.
You love to see it. 11:01 left to play here in the first half. Once again, Reyes to attempt the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is true. He's once again still perfect on the season. I think I'll say that every time because why not?
Oh, absolutely. Give credit where it's due. Armando Don Juan out of Glenn is the reigning first-team All-District kicker, but I feel like Aaron Reyes is really making a name for himself this year. And he's got a season long of 43 as well. When the Bobcats accepted that holding penalty, I think maybe they were thinking, well, we haven't been able to stop the Patriots. It was only going to be 4th and 3. So either they were going to go for it, or that was well within Reyes' range. Would have been about a 38, 39-yard field goal attempt. But the play backfires, accepting the penalty, pushing them back. Patriots are able to capitalize.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that they accepted that penalty and brought it back, but that's what I was thinking. The same thing is, you know, the Patriots have been moving the ball very effectively, and I thought they were going to go for it on 4th down anyways. So I think they thought maybe you could back them up a little bit further and then make it into maybe a punting situation. But it's a moot point now. The score is 21-0.
Ty Blair came into this game with 520 yards rushing, more than twice as many as any other Patriot, and 6 rushing touchdowns on the year. He averages 6 yards per carry, able to get in from 9 yards there. What a great dual threat he is.
Absolutely. He's been really fun to watch this season. Reyes. Wayne definitely is behind him here. This one's going to be fielded inside the 10-yard line. Trying a turn upfield, but brought down, pushed out of bounds, I should say, at the 23-yard line, and that was William Ellison, looks like, on the return for the Bobcats.
I think he wanted a little bit of a penalty call there. I think he thought he got hit late out of bounds. That looked like a clean, fair play. It was right in front of us.
It looked like the same does. So he pushed out at the 28-yard line. So last time out, the Bobcats had some promise, but they came up empty on 4th down, and Coleman was hit hard in the backfield twice. Uncontested coming from that left side. So let's see what they do here. 10:54 left to play in the half. Coleman takes a snap. They're going to fake the handoff. Coleman under pressure and brought down immediately. And it looked like that was Caden Childs, who was trying to almost take the ball out of his hands. That's a huge sack that brings him back to the 19-yard line. Make that the 18-yard line, excuse me.
Love that they decided to bring some pressure there on 1st down. Why not? It's been very effective. And I don't know if Coleman didn't have the right play in or the right blocking scheme from his offensive line, but he was not ready for that play to do anything other than get sacked.
2nd and 20 now. Coleman. This time he's going to hand off up the middle and trying to move the pile. And that's Justin Brown on the carry. He's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Justin Brown, the namesake of the great Rockdale Tiger defensive back Justin Brown. Also one of the great college rugby players of all time at the old Southwest Texas State, now known as just Texas State.
Wow.
But not the same Justin Brown, and no relation, I'm told.
Great rugby player. Dude like rugby. So 3rd down now. Coleman is going to throw a screen pass. Ball's caught. Trying to get around the outside. He's got some room to run, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. He almost got that 1st down. He may have actually gotten it. Let's see where they spot him. Right on the line.
Amoni Tolliver with his first catch of the night.
And that's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Wow, I'm surprised they gave that to him. Looked like he was a couple yards short when he took his step Out of bounds. Yeah, indeed, they are going to mark him short.
Yes, sure. Yeah, I thought he was short. Yeah, he was actually, they blocked him out at the 35-yard line, and I think we have an official timeout on the field.
Yeah, there was a Patriot down, but with 9:32 to play here in this second quarter, it's been all Patriots, Brian. They're looking great here so far. And I'm assuming the Bobcats are going to go for it here on fourth down. A chance for a third turnover on downs here. That's going to bring a lot of confidence into your defense. And one thing I just saw them doing, bringing pressure again, but in a different way. On that last running play, Lordy Sapunwu came off the left edge that time. So they're designing a lot of different blitz packages here. I've really enjoyed seeing them bring the pressure tonight.
Definitely. We've seen two different people get in the back, make that three different people in the backfield bringing down Coleman. He's had not a lot of fun in that backfield tonight. So interesting to see what they do here on this fourth down play. And I do expect they're going to go for it. I suspect they're going to bring the house after this one.
I agree with that, Brian. I absolutely think we're going to see pressure no matter what the play call is. Full slate of games here in District 8 of Class 5A. Leander and Rouse over at Gupton Stadium, where we will be next week. They are tied at 14 in the second quarter. The Georgetown Eagles lead the Glen Grizzlies 14-10. That one's still in the first. And Cedar Park and Lake Belton tied up at 14, also in the second quarter. And it looks like Aquavius Marbury is off under his own power. Hopefully we'll be able to see him again later this game.
Like to see that. So it's going to be fourth down and 3. Ball's at the 35-yard line. Remember, it was 2nd and 20 at one point. Coleman's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to be under pressure. He's going to tuck it in and run. He evades pressure. He's going to have the first down. He's into the secondary. Coleman's at the 35, at the 30. He's got one man to beat. Brought down from behind.
Isaiah Davenport-Bell with the touchdown-saving tackle, and what a great burst of speed by him.
Whoa.
You know, the Patriots brought pressure just like we thought they would from that near side. Sam Arnott got in the backfield. Coleman was able to recognize it, pull it down, and get through the offensive line just before Arnott was there. Love the play design, but a heads-up play by the signal caller and a nice run.
I was looking in the secondary at Lord Iskapunwu, and I thought that he was going to have the angle, and then as soon as I said that, Isaiah Davenport-Bell just ran him down. That was impressive, and it's going to be a direct snap, and another big play in the backfield this time. It's going to count as a sack. It was that was Davian Arthur on the direct snap there and had nowhere to go with the football.
They do a lot of different things with Davian Arthur offensively. I've seen that one on tape a couple of times, and clearly the Eastview defense has also seen that one on tape. He was always going right off that direct snap, and they were able to sniff it out. That's a side the Patriots have been bringing pressure from here, too, as well.
That's an 11-yard loss there. They're at the 30-yard line now. So second time in a row they've gotten a huge loss on first downs. Now 2nd and 21. We'll have Brown in the backfield, 4 wide. Coleman back to throw, under pressure. He evades the pressure. He's going to take a shot downfield, and ball's going to be caught. Caught at the 2-yard line. Able to set his feet and throw, and it was caught by Amon Tolliver.
Well, that's too bad for Jelani Culpepper. He thought he had a good read on that, but just kind of misjudged the throw. I think he thought it was going to be a little underthrown. He was there, but went sailing over his head.
That was a big gain right there. And it looks like it's going to be another direct snap to Arthur as he's in. And it's 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Patriots defense has given up some big plays. Snap to Arthur. He's going to be uncontested pretty much and waltz right into the end zone. And that's a touchdown for the Bobcats. Bobcats take advantage of a couple big plays. And they cut into this lead. It's now 21-6 pending the extra point.
Well, the Patriots are able to move them back a little bit on a few plays this drive. Some big tackles for loss. But a couple big plays by Coleman, the sophomore quarterback, got them knocking on the door. And Arthur, that's one of the plays they love with him, that direct snap.
And it looks like we're actually going to see Dominic Madrano in to attempt the extra point. A flag comes in already. I think we're going to get too many men on the field.
Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution, that's what we're getting. That's going to back him up, make it Slightly longer on the field. He forgot to turn off his microphone, actually.
If you didn't hear it, he said you got 12.
He got 12. I've heard that. I once went to a game where the ref actually blew his whistle and forgot to turn off his microphone. So it went right into the PA speakers, and it was not fun to hear, I'll tell you that much. So a slightly longer extra point now. It's going to be kicking from the 15-yard line, so 25-yard extra point. Kick is up, almost blocked, but it is good. A flag comes in, though. I think they may have gotten to Medrano.
Isaiah Davenport-Bell trying to get his second blocked extra point in 2 weeks, Brian. I know you're still salty about the result of that play, and he was a little too eager there. Yeah, roughing the kicker, no surprise there. He was well late and did hit the kicker.
And it looks like they're going to apply that on the extra point. So the score is now 21-7. So just to bring us up, they're going to apply it on the kickoff. So the last time out, the Bobcats, when they kicked off, they went for the onside kick. And now that they're adding the yards, if there ever was a time to go for the onside kick, this is the time you do it.
Would not be surprised to see that again, Brian. 8:03 to go in the first half, down 21-7. But coming off their best drive of the ball game, they punted once, they turned it over on downs twice. Able to get some big plays there on third down, especially from the quarterback Bryson Coleman. Did it with his feet, did it with the arm to get them knocking on the doorstep. I think you're absolutely right. I think this is prime onside kick territory here. And I wonder if they have something a little different dialed up.
Maybe. I don't know. They do have two kickers out there. They could trot them both out there and try to do a little trickeration action. I'm not so sure.
We saw that with the Georgetown Eagles last week. They line up two kickers on every kickoff, maybe just for that kind of situation. So it'll be interesting to see what the Bobcats go with here. Definitely. But the Patriots still up 2 touchdowns in this ball game and a chance to stretch that lead once again and really knock out that momentum. But you need to get the ball in your hands first.
Definitely. And one thing to point out about that drive, it didn't end with a touchdown for the Bobcats, but the Patriots were in the backfield so often and just right in Coleman's face. So like I said, they're able to get into the backfield, and they got the hands team out there, so they're expecting an onside kick.
Fool me once, right, Brian?
Yeah, exactly. Fool me once.
Won't get fooled again.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're setting up to go right up the middle here.
I think so.
Oh,
I thought they were going to kick it right there.
We've seen Aaron Reyes pull that off, but as a defensive lineman, he has the gravitas to do that one.
And they're just going to kick it. They're going to kick it off like normal. Field at the 8-yard line. Ball is bobbled. He's got to pick this one up, and it goes out of bounds. Oh my goodness, that was Sam Williams, the freshman, who it went out of his hands, and then he tried to pick it up, and it goes out in the 9-yard line. Very fortunate that wasn't recovered by the Bobcats.
He was a little lackadaisical getting on top of that football, Brian. I thought maybe he should have just smothered that right away instead of trying to pick it up and run, and he was looking up as he was bending down to get it. The gunner was right there in his face already. Patriots lucky there. It's starting at their own 10.
It's like actually they're going to back up to the 9. So this is the worst starting field position that they've had, but they're 3 for 3 on scoring drives. 7:59 left to go here in the first half. Blair's going to have 3 wide. Takes a snap. They're going to hand off Honeycutt. Honeycutt's got room to run at the 15, at the 20-yard line, at the 25 to be pushed out. And that's where they're going to say, yep, right at the 25-yard line. So it's a nice gain there by Honeycutt. It's a first down.
Good burst of speed by Blake Honeycutt to turn the corner, and we've seen the Patriots favor that right side so far running the football.
Give him a little bit more breathing room now. So 1st and 10 for the 25-yard line. Blair's got 3 wide. Takes a snap, handoff Honeycutt. He's got room to run. And he's going to be brought down after a 3-yard gain. But had a little bit more room to run, but now the 28-yard line. It's 2nd and 7.
In this spread option offense that Michael Wall runs, Ty Blair has a lot of decision-making responsibility. And you saw the Bobcats there show pressure, bring pressure, but they kind of telegraphed it, and Blair was able to make the smart call to just hand that off and go away from the blitz.
4 wide this time, 2nd down and 7. They're going to send Martin in motion slightly. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Honeycutt. Blair's got time to throw. He's under pressure, trying to fight out of it. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Sacked back at the 25-yard line. 24-yard line, actually. And that was by number 90. That was by Jalen Bennett. That's the first time they've gotten to Ty Blair.
Nice coverage down the field by the Bobcats. That was really a coverage sack, and good to see Blair make the smart decision to just eat that one. We've seen him maybe make a couple of reckless throws when he's been tied up in the backfield before.
3rd and 11. They send Honeycutt in motion. 5 wide on this play. Blair back to throw. He's going to take a shot downfield and well overthrown of his target. That was Seth Dimmel. And for the first time tonight, it's going to be a punting situation for the Patriots.
A lot of contact downfield with Kamoni Sherman, the sophomore defensive back, but I think that was fair play on both sides. Just a little bit of jostling, and that ball ended up being well overthrown because of it. Dimmel was not really able to get into his route. And here comes Ryan Miley.
And it's going to be William Ellison back to receive this one.
Back deep to return for the Bobcats.
Ryan Miley's name you haven't called too often on the punt team, but he also plays backup quarterback, and he holds all of the extra points for Reyes. And he's going to get a kickoff. High kick, flag comes in. Let this one bounce. It's going to be taken by Ellison. Turns upfield. Ellison being pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line. But let's check this flag.
2 flags on the play here, Brian. There was another one during the return in the area of holding. At least that's what the Patriots thought. Not sure what that was in the backfield, though.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, this crew led by Boston Gates, who was the first man we met on the field this evening.
It's like going to have maybe flags on both sides, which could offset, and we do another punt. Certainly taking time to decide what's going on here.
Surprised to see Ellison take that on one hop and run with it. I think he was thinking about killing it.
Got legal block in the back on the receiving team. Penalty offset, we play it down.
That's exactly what happened. Penalties on both sides, a hold and a legal block in the back. A penalty that has killed so many big returns. To the point now, whenever I see a big return, I just assume there's going to be a flag.
That was going to be really good field position for the Bobcats right near midfield, where they have started a few times today. So let's see if Miley maybe gets a little bit better one off here. That was a nice end-over-end kick from the lefty, angled towards the sideline. And the Patriots are bringing the offense back out, but we've seen the pooch punt before.
Definitely. It's Miley in there, it looks like. No, that is Blair, so you definitely might see the pooch kick. They're bringing Ellison in. He's a return man. Now he's backing up, and now it's Miley in the backfield. And so I think maybe they're just trying to get him in a certain formation here, trying to see what they're doing. Play clock is winding down, though. And it looks like a very high kick, much better kick this time, it looks like. Lets this one bounce. It takes a good Patriots bounce. And I think those offsetting penalties worked out pretty well. Let's see, it's going to roll inside the 20-yard line, down at the 19. What a punt by Miley.
55 yards, Brian, on that punt by Ryan Miley. So the offsetting penalties end up benefiting the Patriots. That field position improved by 25 yards for the defense anyway.
Absolutely. Punters are people too, and that was a phenomenal kick of 55 yards and took a nice little roll. Well, last time out, the Patriots were able to get to Coleman in the backfield. They had a couple times where it was second and 20, second and 21, and they gave up first downs each time, including a really big play on second and 21. Sets up first and goal from the 2. So they've had success getting into the backfield. Let's see what they can get them off the field here. Coleman back to throw. He's going to throw, looks like a screen pass, but it's going to fall incomplete of Amani Tolliver.
I think they were expecting the pressure there on first down, Brian, maybe trying to catch the Patriots over pursuing a bit, but that play never really developed.
So second and 10. Well, the 19. They have 3 wide. And they're going to hand this one off up the middle. And a flag comes in at the end of the play. It was Aquarius Marbury. Good to see him back out in the field. And the carry was by Justin Brown. Well, let's check the flag.
7-on-7 there. Both number 7s getting involved in the play. And that penalty flag was in the defensive backfield. Oh.
And It's another face mask penalty. Second time we've had to say face mask penalty on the Patriots.
That's going against Caden Childs, so I wonder if that happened away from the play, because he was not involved in the tackle. And another 15-yard penalty against the Patriots. Really got to clean those up. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. You have a 2-touchdown lead, and you're just giving free yards and free first downs here.
And that was a big penalty, too. It brings them all the way to the 38-yard line. And remember, the Bobcats do start the second half with the football. So Coleman under pressure. Ball's going to be thrown over the middle, and he was wide open. That was Caden Delavon, it looks like, and it falls incomplete. And he had all kinds of room to run and had to jump to catch it, but just couldn't bring it down. Second and 10.
Delavon was wide open, and really he should have pulled that one in. 4 for 11 now for 55 yards for Coleman.
4 wide, similar formation as the last time. Coleman back to throw. He's under pressure, trying to set up a screen. He's going to pitch it out to Brown. Brown's got room to run. He's got the first down past midfield. And they're going to say he was brought down at the 48-yard line. I think they're starting to see the Patriots are bringing the house. And they're starting to run some screen pass, trying to see if they can beat those blitzes.
Well, that was an interesting play call, Brian. They had the screen set up to the near side as well with Arthur. Ended up turning back to the left, and that was more of a shovel pass than anything, really.
So first and 10 from the 48-yard line, the Patriots' 48-yard line. They're going to hand off Brown. Brown's got some room to run. And bounces off of IDB. Still moving the pile. That is a working man's run. It's going to be a gain that looks like 5 or 6 yards there on first down.
Real nice maul by the Bobcat offensive line, and good hard running from Justin Brown. I think he's probably been the most effective of their running backs that they've used here tonight. And I think that's the 4th running back that has carries for them.
Makes it 2nd and 5, it looks like. Ball's at the 43-yard line. Keith Tyler now in at running back. They're going to fake it to Tyler. They're going to give it to Arthur on the around. Arthur's got room to run. He's got the first down, brought down from behind, but not for gaining 6 yards to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's too bad for Sam Arnott. He was there in the backfield. The Patriots had that one well read. Arthur, though, had the feet moving, and I think Arnott maybe got a little flat-footed and wasn't able to make the tackle.
I think the Patriots are going to take a timeout. They need kind of to figure out what's going on here, because they had him stopped early on, and they had that big lead, and all of a sudden they're not moving effectively, and they're letting the Bobcats move the ball on them, so they kind of need to stop and figure out what's going on here.
And the Chaparral Bobcats are really opening up the playbook here. We've seen some very unique play calls. They've run the direct snaps to Arthur. They've run the jet sweep. They've run the reverse. They've done some interesting stuff with the screen passes as well. So they're really emptying the playbook here. Down 21-7, 4:20 to play here in the second quarter. I wouldn't be surprised to see something a little interesting here coming out of the timeout as well.
Wouldn't surprise me either. They've gotten in the backfield a few times. I think they're starting to play for that. So they need to kind of change up the game plan here a little bit. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in the first half. It's a 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the Patriots' 37-yard line. Tyler in at running back. Someone takes the snap. They're going to hand off Tyler. Tyler's got some room to run and brought down at the 35-yard line, so gain of 2. Makes it 2nd and 8.
Daniel Brown, the senior defensive lineman, in on the tackle there for the Patriots, getting some good playing time here tonight.
So 2nd and 8 to 35. Have to get to the 27 for a first down. Pulling back to throw. Ball's going to be right off the hands of Arthur. And he would have been hit pretty immediately once he caught the football, but he had all kinds of time to catch it either way.
And he's leaving the field heated after that, very upset with himself. He was smacking his head, took his helmet off, stormed off the field. And yes, he definitely should have caught that ball. And that was good recognition by Coleman The Patriots brought pressure from both sides there, and Coleman was able to get it away quickly right over the outstretched hands of Ty Temples. So really a play lost there for the Bobcats. Good result, though, for Eastview.
3rd and 7 now. Another chance for the Patriots to get them off the field. Both teams have 2 timeouts. And they're going to do a delayed handoff to Tyler. It's not going to work. It is not going to work. Sam Arnott was there, had his hand on him. And I think it may have been Isaiah Davenport-Bell in the backfield to help bring him down. A big loss there on 3rd down.
That's exactly who it was, Brian. The Patriot linebackers in the backfield. They kind of tried to run that trap play that they ran in the first quarter. That one was much slower developing, and Tyler had nowhere to go but down.
So it makes it 4th and a long way to go. They're at the 42-yard line right now. They need to get to the 27 for a first. So it's 4th and 15. And Coleman looks like he's leaving the field, and the play clock's winding down. I don't think they know what's going on. And now they're going to take that timeout. I think there's a little miscommunication right there. So that's just what the Patriots needed, though. They needed to have that series now where they can get them off the field.
Maybe Tyrell McCray, head coach of the Bobcats, needed an extra minute there to think about what he wants to do. 4th and 14. But you're in opponent's territory. You're down 2 touchdowns. Your defense is just starting to get into this game a little bit as well. I'm not sure what the call is here, Brian, but I think they're going to go for it.
Hey, I think they could go for it. They could punt. It could go either way. But most likely they're going to go for this one. You're down by 2. You're 2 and 5. Why not? And Coleman, we've seen him make some big plays and some big throws downfield.
He's been really let down by the drops. There have been 3 by the Bobcats receivers who have all been wide open as well. So the numbers maybe not telling the complete story for him. I have him at 5 for 13 for 69 yards in this ball game, but it could be more.
Definitely could be more. Let's see what they're going to do here. I don't see Coleman out in the field. So it looks like they're going to punt this one away. Namkin back to receive this one, and Justice Tuimavave. We try to go for a coffin corner right here. And no, he's going to throw it, and they're going to take a shot downfield. It's not going to be complete. And you mentioned earlier, got to be on the lookout for those trick plays, and they were ready. It was intended for William Ellison, and that's another turnover on downs.
Tuimavave is a very dynamic player for the Bobcats, and he does handle the punting regularly, but when you have an athlete like that, you have to be ready for the fake. And I didn't want to interrupt you, Brian, but I thought that might be coming.
You mentioned it earlier, and it worked out well for the Patriots. They were able to get the ball back. 2:45. They got 2 timeouts left. Try to get back to that 21-point lead. Didn't get a first down last time. And actually got 1 first down before it went nowhere. And I think a little miscommunication right there by Luke Martin as he turned upfield and it fell incomplete, makes it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think Ty Blair was just waiting for him to break out instead of in on that route. Martin was wide open.
So 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Blair back to throw. They're going to go right back to Martin. This time he's going to have it past the 50-yard line, and he's going to be brought down, I think, landing on top of the defender. It's enough for a first to the 45-yard line.
Real nice slant route there by Luke Martin. He presented a nice big target, and Blair's ball was right on the money.
So in opponent's territory now. Blair takes the snap. He's rolling, looking to throw. He's going to take a shot. It's going to be off the hands of Caleb Hill. And maybe it might have been deflected there by Aiden McCullum. It's going to fall incomplete, makes it 2nd and 10.
We didn't quite have the angle on that one, Brian, to see if that was tipped, but there was some good coverage there. That was a difficult throw by Blair, but good to see Caleb Hill back out there again as well.
2nd and 10 now from the 45-yard line. Blair back to throw. He's under pressure. Going to throw over the middle, trying to find Nampkin, and it's going to fall incomplete. Thought he had it actually there momentarily. And for another time, it's 3rd and 10.
Blair kind of needed to get rid of that a little quicker. Jeremiah Williams, the junior linebacker, didn't really know much about it, but by the time Nampkin got that far on the drag route, he was able to break up the pass.
3rd and 10, 3 wide. Blair back to throw, trying to set up a screen. It's going to be caught by, looks like Luke Martin. And I don't think they got the block they needed and pushed out of bounds short of the first down at the 39-yard line. So they're 4 yards short.
I do like that play call, Brian. We haven't seen too many screen passes out of the Patriots this year. Kind of caught them off guard there a little bit, but they recovered well to force Martin out of bounds. And I think this will probably be 4-down territory, but I've been wrong many times so far in this game.
Let's see, 4 wide. They need 4 for the first. They need to get to the 35. They're going to move Martin a little bit more in. Back to throw. It's going to be trying to find a Honeycutt. I'm not sure he would have the first down, but it's going to fall incomplete. And it's a turnover on down, so 2:03 left to go. One thing to note on that drive, they had 2 timeouts, and they did not run the football. They went through the air the entire time, it looked like.
You're right, Brian, and now I have Ty Blair down 12 of 16 on the evening, 170 yards and a touchdown. And you were right, even if Honeycutt got his hands on that ball, it was a little out in front of him. I think he was probably going to be stopped. There were a couple Bobcats in the area ready to bring him down. Big series here, though.
Now 2:03, ball's at the 39-yard line. Bobcats have a timeout, and they do receive the second half kickoff. They're going to hand this one off to Tyler. He's going to rumble forward to the 42-yard line.
Keep Tyler on the carries.
Bobcats only have 1 timeout left, so they're going to have to work a little quickly here.
And they're trying to get back to the line as quick as they can. They're going to have 4 wide here. Tyler in the backfield. You can see Coleman trying to tell his team to hurry. Less than 140 left to go now. Coleman back to throw. He's going to take a shot downfield. He's got a man open. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a touchdown. Tolliver yelled with the completion, and all of a sudden it's a 1-score game.
Really nice throw and catch from Coleman. We talked in the pregame show. He has a very strong arm, doesn't always have the accuracy. That ball was right on a dime. Ed Tolliver was wide open behind the safeties.
He was accurate there. A perfectly thrown ball, and what was once 21-0 is now 21-13, pending an extra point. And having to tell Tyler to get off the field. And this one's going to be blocked. It's Isaiah Davenport-Bell, and he's not going to return it. Isaiah Davenport-Bell got into the backfield. He blocked that kick, and he is, I thought for a minute there he's going to be down, but he's back up on his feet. He needed a little bit of help to get off the field, but that's another block kick by Isaiah Davenport-Bell.
And a big safety-saving tackle there by the Bobcats. He almost got away as well. 2 weeks in a row, though, IDB has gotten blocked extra points.
I'd like to see him hustle even on the extra point plays. Now he's under his own power, and there is an official timeout in the field either way, though. Yeah, the score was 21-0 at one point, and it seems like that wasn't too long ago, and now it's a 1-score game.
With 1:31 to go in this first half, you're right, Brian. 1 minute into this second quarter, Ty Blair ran in from 9 yards out. That made it 21-0, and at that point, it was all Patriots. But really, the Chaparral Bobcats got to like their resolve. They got down 3 touchdowns. They didn't hang their heads. They've kept playing hard, and they've gotten their rewards. And really, Bryson Coleman, the sophomore quarterback, is doing a nice job in this second quarter.
Looks like that was, I believe, Caden Childs. Or was it?
And we're getting to that time of year, Brian. Everybody's got a few knocks. It's late in the season. You've been playing in a tough district.
That's actually Daniel Brown under his own power, able to get off the field. So like the hustle there, getting the blocked extra point makes it an 8-point game. So you got 1:31. You do have 2 timeouts, and they're not taking a chance here. They have the hands team out there. They are not taking a chance.
No surprise there. They've run the onside kick. They've faked a punt. Showing a real enthusiasm for the trick plays on special teams are the Chaparral Bobcats.
It's Christian Vasquez in to kick this one off. I haven't seen his name, but he's the one listed on the roster as the kicker. It's Namkin back to receive this one. You got to be careful here. You got the hand seam out, so they kick it over their heads. You got to be on the lookout for it. Namkin's going to let this one drop. He's going to let it
ball.
It's a live ball recovered by the Bobcats. You can't advance it. You cannot advance it on the kickoff. But Namkin let that one drop, and it's recovered by the Bobcats.
Oh, I can't believe that one, Brian.
Oh, my.
That is a kick that they run at least once per game with the kicker Vasquez. He has a bit of a less strong leg, and he is primed for that pooch kickoff. They kind of ran it on the last kickoff, too. You can't let the ball bounce in front of you like that and not go grab it.
As I was saying, was you got to be on the lookout because they kick it over their heads. There's kind of a no man's land right there. You can't advance it, so they can't get the touchdown out of that one. It was recovered by William Ellison, and now the Bobcats have a chance to tie this thing up with the minute 31, and they got that one timeout. Nampkin's got to be more aware right there and try to make the catch, or at the very least, you got to call for the fair catch and just get underneath it. Then they can't touch you.
I think the fair catch would have been the obvious play there on the high looping kickoff there.
Now that defense thought they could taste the Gatorade on the sideline. Now they have to come back out there. Tyler in the backfield. Coleman back to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to evade pressure. He's going to turn upfield at the 20-yard line. Evades another man and brought down at the 15.
This is a game of momentum, Brian, and right now it's all with the Chaparral Bobcats. Minute 15 left in the first half, and now they're in the red zone.
Still got that one timeout. Second down, and looks like two. They're going to say he was down at the 16-yard line. Coleman back to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for Nicholas McLean. Almost made a one-handed catch. Makes it now 3rd and 2.
Good physical coverage from Lordy Sapunwu down there in the corner. And again, just some good contested play. Receiver not able to really get away, and that ball sailed a little bit.
Definitely did sail there. So 3rd and 2. Tyler in the backfield. And whistle comes in. They might be getting a timeout here by the Bobcats, actually. Or is it by the Patriots?
No, it was by Eastview.
By Patriots, yeah. The official on the near sideline, he pointed towards the Bobcats side, signaling that it was their timeout. I was a little stunned there that they would be taking their final timeout on this 3rd down. But you said a game of momentum. It was 21-0. And that's the second time tonight that they have recovered a kickoff. And it was the first kickoff of the game was the onside kick. The second one, they lined up expecting an onside kick. They kicked it over their heads, and Namkin maybe a little bit of lapse of judgment, let it bounce in front of him. And now the Bobcats have a chance to tie this thing up going into halftime.
It's a 3-phase game, Brian, and there's no doubt about it that the Bobcats have been more effective on special teams here tonight, and it's giving them this opportunity here to maybe get the score that could tie the game. I think keeping them out of the end zone here would be huge for the Patriots.
It absolutely would be huge. And one thing to note is on the previous drive for the Patriots, they did not run the football. They had the 2 timeouts at 2:51, and they chose not to run the football, and that did stop the clock with 2 minutes left to go. So maybe that's something to think about as this game does go on. But still, they have a chance to keep them out of the end zone here. It's 3rd and 2. Both teams have one timeout, and they got Arthur in there now. He scored one touchdown, but he's also been dropped in the backfield. Direct snap to Arthur. He's got room to run, trying to reverse field, trying to get around the corner. He's got the corner, but he's going to be brought down. Let's see. He's going to be brought down at looks like the 13-yard line. I think he's got that first down. Just barely.
48 seconds left now in the half. A smart play by Arthur. They've gone to the right all 3 times that they've run that direct snap Wildcat play with him. And he did well to cut back. That was a real heads-up play. Looked like the Patriots were going to get him in the backfield until then.
Clock moving now. 40 seconds left to go in the half. Ball's at the 13-yard line. Coleman's got the snap. Under pressure. Going to take a shot in the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Good defense there by Grady Dickerson and knock it out of Tolliver's hands. Dickerson does lose his helmet. He's got to come out. Coming in now is Noah Herrera. That was good defense there. I thought for a second there Tolliver had that one. I think Dickerson just knocked it out of his hands.
Great call, Brian. That was a really nice throw to the back corner of the end zone, and Dickerson did well to recover and get a hand in there.
So clock stops at 33 seconds. 2nd and 10. Coleman taking their shot at the end zone. No flag comes in. There's the flag. Quavius Marbury, I don't know if that was a catchable ball, I'll be honest with you here. Looks like that was intended for Davian Arthur, but as soon as the ball hit the ground, both officials throwing the flag. And that's pass interference. I think I don't think they're going to spot it in the 1. Holding, actually, is what they're going to call that one.
Unlucky there for Aquavius Marbury. I do think that ball was probably going to be uncatchable. It sailed wide. I think it landed out of bounds even, and Marbury was guilty of the hold around the E in Eagles.
So it's a hold either way, but it's an automatic first down. This makes it 1st and goal now. 28 seconds left to go in the half. The ball's at the 6-yard line after the penalty. Patriots trying to get a goal line stand going into halftime, get some bit of momentum back. They're going to fake the handoff to Tyler. Coleman trying to throw. He's going to be almost brought down from behind, but able to get rid of it. And it's going to fall incomplete. 22 seconds left to go.
Ty Temple's got to him that time, and Coleman did well to get rid of the football, but that was pretty dangerous to do there. Maybe just eat the sack. It wasn't going to hurt you too much to just go down.
Well, one thing to note, though, is that the clock would have kept on running, and they only have the one timeout, so a good job to get rid of the football. That does stop the clock. 22 seconds left to play now in the half. 21-13. Coleman back to throw. Take a shot over the middle. It's going to fall incomplete. Intended for McLean, and that makes it 3rd and 6 now.
Great coverage from Lord Isapunwu there to not hold, not interfere with that. His coverage was very tight, and that throw from Coleman was just a little too hot.
So Coleman getting the play from the sideline. 3rd and 6. 18 seconds left to play in the half. Both teams have one timeout. The game that at one point was all Patriots has turned around on them in a heartbeat. 3rd and goal from the 6, slightly high snap. They're going to fake the handoff. Coleman trying to get around the outside, and he's going to get in the end zone.
Coleman run on outside. That's good for a Bobcat touchdown.
You don't see him run too often, but he's run a few times tonight. It's now 21-19.
Not really known for his legs. He is the more traditional passing quarterback, but he's had a couple of big runs here in the first half, none bigger than that one. He's had longer runs, but that a huge touchdown, and I think they'll go for 2 here and try and tie this up.
I think so. They got Arthur out there, Davian Arthur. We've seen him run quite a bit, and he's got some moves on him, but also been brought down the backfield that one time. So trying to tie this one up. The Patriots trying to get any kind of victory they have right now, and there's some bit of momentum will be stopping him here. Snap to Arthur. He's got room to run, but he's not going to get it. The score remains 21-19. So that blocked extra point does loom pretty large, and the Patriots, they keep their lead.
2-point conversion stop.
But momentum is very much on the Bobcats side, and I've said they do receive that second half kickoff.
It's a funny old game, isn't it, Brian?
Oh,
3 unanswered touchdowns for the Chaparral Bobcats here in the second quarter. That blocked extra point by Isaiah Davenport-Bell looming large in this game. We've seen the Patriots in 2-point games here so far this season. Wouldn't be the first time that they've been in a tight one-score game in the second half. So I do like that for them as we head into halftime. But, boy, this second quarter has been all Chaparral.
Definitely, this has not gone the Patriots' way, and things can just turn around in the heartbeat. So they've done the onside kick. They've recovered when they set up for an onside kick. So this is going to be what they do now here. You're going to see Vasquez. They got the hands team out there. They got Thorpe, and they got Namkin back to receive this one. So no matter what, you have to recover this ball because you don't want to give them any opportunity here. It's a line drive kick. Ball's angling towards the sideline. Namkin's going to pick this one up. He's going to try to get past the kick team and down at the 36-yard line. So Namkin did a good job just to make sure he picked that ball up. 7 seconds left to play in the half. They have one timeout. You could take a shot, but it wouldn't surprise me here if they just keep this one on the ground, just try to get to halftime.
I would agree with that, Brian, and I think that would be the safer play for sure. You never know when you have an athlete like Ty Blair, though. Let's see what Michael Wall dials up here.
So ball to 37. He's going to have 4 wide. Let's see what happens. Blair back to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to get rid of it. Ball's going to be caught by Thorpe. He's going to step out of bounds with 1 second left on the clock.
Blair's pass completed.
McKinnon Thorpe with his 4th catch of this first half. And the heady play to step out was still 1 second on the clock.
I thought he was going to turn upfield there for a second, decided not to. So steps out of bounds. 1 tick left on the clock. Sometimes you see teams just hand this one off. He's got Honeycutt in the backfield. He's got 4 wide. He was under pressure last time. He's back to throw. Now he's going to tuck it in and run. He's into the secondary, trying to get a block at the 50-yard line. Now he's going to turn it around, trying to give it out to, it looked like Luke Martin, but couldn't come up with it. And that'll bring us to halftime.
Oh, that lateral back to the middle of the field, a dangerous play there, especially knowing that the Bobcats have been ball hungry in this opening half. But no harm, no foul.
Definitely. So the first quarter was all Patriots. They led 21-0 at one point, but momentum is back on the Bobcats side. But the Patriots still have the lead thanks to a blocked extra point by Isaiah Davenport-Bell, as well as a failed 2-point conversion attempt by the Bobcats. So they lead 21-19. The Patriots probably want to pull out the chalkboard and discuss things here going into halftime. The Bobcats do receive the ball to start the second half. We'll bring you the band and keep it here. You're listening to ECU Patriots football on the Vype Media Network.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday night in the great state of Texas, and it's a great day to be a Chaparral Bobcat. Please welcome to the field the award-winning Chaparral High School Marching Bobcat Band and Topcats. The award-winning Topcats are under the direction of Shelby Marina and Assistant Director Michelle Robertson. The Topcat officers are Social Officers Alicia Josephs and Amira Riley Thompson, Lieutenant Catherine Walker, and Colonel Dory Swain. Topcat of the Week is Amira Riley Thompson. The Topcats will perform a streamer routine to Give Me Everything. hear it one more time for the Chaparral High School Bobcats. And now, for your continuing halftime entertainment, the Marching Bobcat Band will perform their 2024 marching production, Beyond the Crescent City. Drum majors for the Marching Bobcat Band are Emma Reapin and Camilla Merchant-Liu. The Marching Bobcat Band is under the direction of Bass Deese, David Stewart, Keith Bullock, and Kel Harris-Roberts. Bobcat Band, and Color Guard. We would like to thank our Superintendent, Dr. Joanne Fay, Fine Arts Director, Dr. Karen Marshall, and Head Principal, Dr. Nino Etienne, for their administrative support of the Marching Bobcat Band and Top Cats. We would also like to thank our wonderful Chaparral Band and Guard boosters and parents for their commitment and help during the marching season. And a big thank you goes out towards the Chaparral Bobcat community for their continuing support of the Marching Bobcat Band. The Marching Bobcat Band will perform tomorrow morning at the UIL Area D Marching Competition in Pflugerville at 9:45 a.m. We want to extend our best wishes to the Eastview High School Band, as they also will be competing at UIL Area tomorrow. Thank you, Eastview, for being a wonderful audience tonight. Go Cats!
And now, Eastview High School and Georgetown ISD are proud to present those darlings of Georgetown, Texas, the award-winning Sparkler Dance Team. Sparkler Social Officers, Kaylin Bailey and Grace Whitting. Sparkler of the Week is Jackie Ortiz. Sparklers are led onto the field this evening by the 2024-2025 dance officers, Sophomore Lieutenant Ella Dawson, Sophomore Lieutenant Alyssa Galini, Junior Lieutenant Brooklyn Winslow, and Captain Tristan Ariana. Tonight, the Sparklers will perform a pun routine to Barbie Girl. Let's take it away, Sparklers. Here for the Sparklers. The Sparklers dance team is under the direction of Akila Schulten, assisted by April Pena. The The Sparklers managers are Lorelei Hall and Alyssa Holden. The JV starter of the week is Estrella Wilson. The Sparklers would like to wish the Chaparral Bobcats good luck with their football season and contest this year. Tonight, the Eastview Band and Color Guard are performing their 24-25 season show, To Go Without, featuring the music of Alicia Keys, Max Richter, with soloist Randy Reyes Lopez and Giovanni Tate. Let's hear it for the Eastview Patriot Band. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Jamie Massini and Regina Diaz, we proudly present the Eastview Patriot Band and Red Poppy Color Guard, performing To Go Without. Patriot Band in red pocket polo. And members of the Vype are equivalent Luke Terry, Ace, Trav.
Halftime at Berkelbach Field at the Georgetown Independent School District Athletic Complex. Rob Jaskula back with you at halftime, joined by Brian Reed, Skylar Gillespie, our QA tonight in the Macon, Georgia studios. It's been a tale of two quarters. The Eastview Patriots, exactly what they wanted. They struck early. 3 minutes into the ball game, Ty Blair to Luke Martin from 9 yards out. That made it 7-0. Later in the first quarter, Blake Honeycutt got in untouched from 3 yards out to make it 14-0. The Patriots scored on their third straight possession to start the ball game. It was a minute into the second quarter. Ty Blair from 9 yards out. That made it 21-0. But this Chaparral Bobcat team having by far their most effective offensive day in district play, coming in 0-4 in the district, having not scored more than 12 points in a district game. They've got 19. They've scored the last 3 touchdowns. Arthur got in from 2 yards out to make it 21-7. Then the talented sophomore quarterback Bryson Coleman found Tolliver on a 68-yard bomb. He is 6 of 15, but for 225 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Davenport Bell blocked the extra point. That made it 21-13. And then after the big recovery on their second kickoff turnover of the first half, Coleman got in from 6 yards out, just ran around on the quarterback sweep on the left side. The 2-point conversion was no good. That made it 21-19. And, well, Brian, it's been a tale of two quarters.
It absolutely has been a tale of two quarters. You know, we're going to say that excuse me for one moment, actually. So I had to use my cough mic there for a second. So we mentioned earlier about how important it was for the Patriots to get out to a fast start, and they got out to a fast start, but it's kind of been the inverse of what we've seen from this Patriots team. They've gotten out to a fast start from this one, and it's kind of been slow going early on. In their previous games, they've had a slow start, but they finished strong. So what they're going to have to do here is they're going to have to absolutely finish strong in this one, because they've kind of let this one get away from them. And, you know, the Bobcats receiving that second half kickoff, they're just going to have to stay within themselves. No, you still got the lead. You're still playing strong, and try to get a stop here.
Eastview Patriots are certainly no strangers to playing close games in the second half, and I think that will serve them well as we prepare for this second half. The Bobcats ran the onside kick on the opening kickoff of the game. They recovered. They went 4 and out on that opening possession, but they've really shown a panache for getting a little tricky in the special teams. It's been effective, and we're ready to go.
And we are indeed ready to go. Fielded at the 8-yard line. It's Ellison, not 8-yard line, the 15-yard line. His number is number 8, so trying to get around the corner. He's got the corner, and that's a lot of running, but he's able to get to the 31-yard line.
Well, effective starting field position for the Chaparral Bobcats, and the message there from Tyrell McCray has to be, we can win this game. We've been the better team for the last 12 minutes.
Definitely. That definitely as much as they're probably giving out, that they definitely have been the better team. Momentum's been on their side. But for the Patriots, you have to look at the scoreboard and say, hey, look, this game's not over yet. You're still playing strong. You got the blocked extra point. You kept him out of the end zone on a 2-point conversion. So this one is not over yet. There's a lot of football left to be played. So stay within yourself and keep playing good football and do what you're doing that first quarter, and you will come out on top. So snap to Coleman, and then they're going to hand this one off to Tyler, and brought down immediately. And that
was Jacob Vasquez with a very strong tackle.
Couldn't catch that number for a second there.
You know, Brian, that halftime I think ran a couple of minutes long. Both teams have been ready to go, and maybe that took some of the air out of the Bobcats' sails a little bit. We'll see.
And it's a little bit more time to breathe too, both teams. So it's 1-yard gain there, and actually that's going to be Bennett in the backfield. We saw him earlier in the game. Kind of a jumbo formation right here. Coleman back to throw. He's going to try to find, it looks like, Bennett on the far sideline. Make that number 2 to Tolliver, who already has a touchdown tonight. It falls incomplete. So big third down here. It'd be good to kind of set the momentum, get them off the field here.
Might be a little tough to give him a drop there on that one, but it did hit him in both the hands. Coleman could be having an even better passing day here, if not for a few drops.
There's been some big ones, and that's been very fortunate for the Patriots. So 3rd and 9 here. The only thought here is get them off the field. And Coleman's going to do a delayed handoff. He's got room to run. It's Bennett, and he's going to be brought down. at the 30, I think at the 43-yard line. That's enough for a first down. They did that trap play, and this time it worked.
They ran it to the other side this time, Brian, and that's 2 times that they've run it to the right, and that time it was very effective. That is a slow developing play. I'm surprised they went back to it.
Especially on 3rd and 9, and it went enough for a first down. Still got, it's like Bennett in the backfield, going to have 3 wide. Coleman hands it off and blown up in the backfield. Looks like the first person there was Jason Miholan. I haven't called his name in a while.
No, Jason Miholan, he's another guy who's playing a lot more in the second half of this season. A big tackle for loss there. That's his biggest defensive play of the year.
Definitely. There was a lot of that in the first half, too. So focus on that and just try to keep getting that backfield. So that was a 5-yard, make that a 4-yard loss, makes it 2nd and 14. They're back at the 38-yard line. One with the pass, back to throw. And ball's going to be caught, pushed out of bounds. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage right there at the 43-yard line. So back to the original line of scrimmage. That was caught by McLean. Another 3rd and long.
Be huge for the Patriots to get off the field here. It's 2nd, 3rd and long already on this possession, just 2 minutes into the 3rd.
Got to get to the 48 for a first down. Coleman back to throw. He's going to take a shot downfield, and it's going to be caught. It's caught, and he's going to be brought down inside the 5-yard line. That was Davian Arthur, who just beat his man, and it was a perfectly thrown ball by Coleman. We talked about his accuracy early on in the game, how he hasn't been the most accurate. Well, he's been perfect so far.
That's his second 58-yard pass of this ball game, Brian, and that's a real killer. Another big 3rd down conversion.
Definitely, and now they're knocking on the door with a chance to take the lead here. So they dropped him at the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 4. They're going to hand off to Bennett. No, Coleman's going to keep it himself, actually, and he's going to walk into the end zone. And just like that, the Bobcats have taken the lead. That is now 25 unanswered points.
Well, they certainly didn't hang their heads down 21-0 in this ball game, Brian, and that's Coleman's 2nd straight rushing touchdown just over the left side, nothing too fancy. He's only completed 9 out of his 18 passes tonight, but now 287 yards. They're really getting him with the deep ball. Patriots have been bringing a lot of pressure. It was very effective in the first quarter. It seems like they've got that figured out now since.
I think so. That is some mad bombing. 9 completions for over 280 yards. They're going to go for 2 here. Try to extend their lead. Coleman back to pass. Ball's going to be caught and almost brought him down. And that is Torrey Henry.
Torrey Henry, the big defensive lineman, they do that with
earlier.
Look, Tyrell McCray, he's in his first season here. It's only their 3rd year as a program, the Chaparral Bobcats. They're not going to make the playoffs this year, but they're showing a lot of fight here, now leading 27-21. And Torrey Henry is a guy who has receptions. He has sacks. He has a few rushes on the year. He's got a touchdown, and now he's got a 2-point conversion. I mean, I do love seeing a lineman contributing in all the phases of the game. And don't look now, Brian, but it's another kickoff here. The Patriots need to secure this football first and foremost.
Definitely the first thing I think about. That's 27 unanswered points now. It's a 6-point lead, and at one point it was a 21-point lead for the Patriots. So they have to just get down the field and get in the end zone. Madrino in to kick this one off. I just want to point out that when the band was playing, he was playing the saxophone with the band.
Real multi-talented guy. I love that.
Multi-talented. They got the regular kickoff team out there, and they're going to do a short kick. Not a lot of distance. And this time, just a simple, fair catch. It's McKinnon Thorpe who makes the catch at the 25-yard line, not taking any chances here. And that's what we needed. They just needed to get the kickoff. So they're going to get this ball at the 25-yard line. And they may have abandoned the run slightly. We noticed that towards the end of the half. You think they might try to keep it on the ground here?
I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot more of Ty Blair rushing the football. We've seen that the last few weeks where maybe he hasn't called his own number much in the first half, but really picks it up in the second. Be interesting to see here, Brian.
You got Honeycutt in the backfield, 3 wide. Actually, going to say this at the 27-yard line. They're going to hand off to Honeycutt. The ball's on the turf, and Honeycutt falls on it, looks like. Makes it 2nd down and 10.
I think he started running before he really had the football there. And I kind of thought Blair might have kept that himself, and he had a lot of room to the left. But let's see what they do here on 2nd down.
2nd down and 10. 4 wide. Going to fake the handoff, trying to find Namkin. Namkin got some room to work and gets to the 41-yard line. That's a 9-yard gain.
Taken down by number 17.
If they get the 36-yard line, excuse me. 36-yard line, I'd say 9-yard gain either way. Makes it 3rd and 1. Quickly back to the line. This is what was effective back in that first quarter. And Blair's going to keep it himself, trying to get around. Spin moves. He's got the first down at the 40-yard line, what the official closest to us says. So that's a first down for the Patriots, and that's how it starts. You just got to get that first down.
Exactly, Brian. Ashton Black, the junior defensive end, was there right at the line of scrimmage to hit Blair, but we know Ty Blair. He's a tough runner. He was never getting brought down at the line of scrimmage there.
Fresh set of downs. They're going to fake the handoff. Throws it to Thorpe. Thorpe's got room to run in the flat. Makes one man miss, but brought down short of the first down marker. And that was William Ellison on the tackle.
McKinnon Thorpe, 5 catches here tonight. That's his best showing of the year. And a nice 8-yard pickup. You got 2nd and short, ball near midfield. You can really open up the playbook here if you want.
Absolutely. So 2nd and 2. Got to get to midfield for the first. They're going to fake the handoff to Honeycutt in the jet sweep. Blair going to call his own number. He's going to gain 1 yard, but still just short of the first down to the 49-yard line.
Good. Ty Blair 2 for 2 passing here to start the 3rd quarter. I have him at 15 for 19 tonight, 192 yards and a touchdown. And look, who's going to be more key in this second half than your 3rd-year senior quarterback? It's Ty Blair's time to shine. Playoff hopes are on the line as well.
Definitely. 3rd and 1 at the 49. Got to get to right at midfield. Honeycutt in the backfield. Takes a snap. They're going to hand off Honeycutt, trying to bounce off a tackler, but he's going to get to the line of scrimmage and gain no more. It's going to be 4th down.
Bobcats took a page out of the Patriots book there and brought pressure on 3rd down. It was the junior defensive end, Sem Vogemuth, who was the first man there, and he busted up that play before Honeycutt ever had a chance to get going downhill.
So it was 2nd and 2 at one point. They've gained 1 yard since then. So this is a big 4th down right here.
And Ty Temple's coming into the game. We've seen Tyson Njooko used as an H-back in these short yardage situations. Maybe roll him out a little bit and go for the pass.
Maybe. I do like that play call. Blair's going to keep it himself. He's past the 50-yard line. Trying to make him miss. He's at the 30-yard line now. And he's brought down at the 26-yard line. Big gain there by Ty Blair.
Well, what a run by Ty Blair, Brian. And he had great blocks on the outside, both from Luke Martin and Ty Temple's. Really nice choice to just stay behind the big fellas. And what a juke in the defensive backfield by Blair.
That's exactly what they needed. So now 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Trying to regain the lead. Takes a snap. They're going to hand off to Honeycutt. Honeycutt turns upfield. And a pretty decent gain of 5 yards to the 21-yard line.
Honeycutt on the carry. Stopped by number 17.
The defenders were going for the strip there. Jeremiah Williams, the junior linebacker, trying to pull that ball away from Honeycutt. And it allowed Honeycutt to get another 3 or 4 yards on that carry.
So 2nd and 5 now. Ball at the 21. Sorry, 26, excuse me. Oh, 21, I'm sorry. Get my math wrong. Blair, he's got time. He's going to set his feet, going to take a shot. Ball's going to be caught. Ball is loose, and I think they're going to say that was an incomplete pass intended for Luke Martin. He had it in his hands, but never fully came down with it.
The officials were discussing there. I thought they might have given him the catch, and really he should have pulled that one down. There were 2 Patriot receivers there in the flat, and Blair just had to wait for the defender to decide which one he was going to cover. Martin was wide open.
And you can kind of see for a minute there, they actually were lining up at the 11-yard line. And then they talked and they ruled it was an incomplete pass. So 3rd and 5. Let's get to the 16 for a first down. Blair back to throw over the middle. Ball's caught. Let's see where they spot this one. He's going to be just short. That's Tanner Namkin on the reception to the 17-yard line.
Good catch by Tanner Namkin. He knew he was going to get hit hard there and did a good job to secure the football. And now 4th and short. I think we'll see the Patriots go for this down a touchdown. 5:30 to play in the 3rd quarter. Big momentum play here.
Big momentum play here, too. They need 2. It's a long 2 yards. Blair's going to tape it himself. He's got the first down past the 15. He's down to the 13-yard line. So Ty Blair, once again on 4th down, calls his own number, and he gets the yards needed.
And went to the exact same side. He went over a right tackle there once again. I think they see something there that they like. And we saw Ty Temples in the game as a blocking tight end once again. So that's been effective. And, Brian, we just talked about it. Ty Blair calling his own number a lot more here on this opening series of the third quarter.
So 1st and 10 to 13. Trying to regain this lead. They're going to send Thorpe in motion. Flag comes in, though. It's going to be a false start.
Looks like a couple of bodies were moving on the right side of that Patriot offensive line. Maybe a little confusion about the snap count. And, Brian, you're in the red zone. You're knocking on the door. You don't like seeing that procedure penalty. Under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter, a touchdown here would be crucial.
Touchdown here is crucial. It's exactly what you want. Time is running off the clock. 4:51 left to play here in the third quarter. So now 1st and 15. Blair back to throw. He's going to take a shot, and it's going to fall incomplete. Intended for Nampkin. That makes it 2nd and 15.
The routes were a little slow to develop on that play, Brian. And again, I wonder if there's a little bit of confusion. And the ball is kind of in between Nampkin and Caleb Hill there on the right side.
So 2nd and 15, we're at the 18-yard line. You can get the first down. You got to get to the 3 for a first. Blair back to throw. He's under pressure. Tries to get Honeycutt. Honeycutt with the reception. Honeycutt down the sideline. I think he may have gotten the first down.
Oh, looks like they're going to mark him just short.
I don't like that spot. I don't like that spot. It's 3rd down, though. That's a big gain there on the screen by Honeycutt. They're going to say he was out at the 6.
They'll put Ty Blair over 200 yards for the day. And 3rd and short, I love the screen pass call there. They were not ready for it.
They were not ready for it. So 3rd and 3. I don't see Ty Temples out in the field. He's usually his 4th down situation. They're going to send Martin in motion. Blair takes the snap, fakes the handoff, over the middle, ball's caught, Nampkin, touchdown! Just what the Patriots needed. They had a long drive. They converted on 4th down twice, and it was Ty Blair when it came down to crunch time, and now they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Brian, the Bobcats were thinking that Ty Blair was just going to run that over the right side again. They brought the blitzing linebacker. That left room for Tanner Nampkin on the slant. He just had to present a nice target, and Ty Blair's going to put that ball right on the money just about every time.
Extra point away from taking the lead here. They finally get that answer after getting up 27 unanswered points. Snap is down. Kick is up. Very high kick. It is true. Still perfect on the season. As Reyes does fall down, I think they may have thought there was a penalty there, but the kick is good. It's now 28-27.
Brian, we got a real classic brewing here, and it's not the first time this year that the Patriots have been in a close game in the second half, and that's what I really like. This is a veteran team. We talked with Coach Mike Wall, 9 starters on offense, a heap more on defense. This is a veteran team, and now it's getting late in the ball game. Time for the defense to show what they got.
This is true Friday Night Lights here, right? This is why we like high school football right here.
Oh, we are having a blast. And,
oh, yeah.
You know, we really maybe thought that this one wouldn't be much of a contest after the Patriots got out to the 21-0 lead. They wanted the fast start. They got the fast start. Credit to the Chaparral Bobcats. They've shown their fight, and it's a real dog fight now. It's anybody's ball game.
I've heard some athletes say sometimes it's difficult to play with the lead. It's difficult to be the front runner, to hold on to that, to keep that momentum going. If anyone's ever played golf before knows you start fast, it's hard to keep that going for 18 holes. So we're seeing that here. Same thing with any kind of sport in football. It's hard to keep that momentum going. So they got the lead back. They've kind of stopped that momentum. So let's see what they can do here on defense. Like towards Ellison. He's going to field at the 15-yard line. Ellison turns upfield, big burst of speed, and brought down at the, looks like 33, maybe 34-yard line.
Well, he had a real head of steam going there, Brian. That's not his first good kick return of this evening. He also had the big punt return brought back for the hold in the first half as well.
And that one, you remember the big punt return, but that one was called back due to a penalty, I recall. So, 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. And the defense has had a little bit of trouble stopping Coleman in this offense. They've had him on third down a couple times, third and long, a couple times. They've given up some big plays.
It's been a real bugaboo for the Patriots these last few weeks.
Definitely. So they're going to need a stop right here. They're going to hand off up the middle. And it's going to be it's like 3-yard carry to Justin Brown.
Stop by number 19, King Child.
At least Chaparral running back should be fresh. They've had a nice rotation going this evening. Nobody really standing out as far as amount of carries goes.
Yeah, they've given it to a lot of different backs. Less than 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 6. Handoff Brown again. He's going to rumble forward past the 40-yard line, right at the 41. And it's going to make it 3rd and 3.
Lawrence Edwards, the senior defensive lineman, clogging things up in the middle there. But again, 3rd and short now. So big play here for the Patriots. And already Chaparral near midfield after that big kick return. So getting off the field here would be huge.
So 3rd and 3. They like a stop here. Like to drop him back. Coleman back to throw. Ball's going to be almost intercepted. Isaiah Davenport Bell almost picked that one off. It was intended for Davian Arthur. It's going to make it 4th down now. So they stopped him on 3rd down. Now a big crucial play right here on 4th down.
That pass was a little bit behind him. I think IDB was a little surprised to get a hand on it.
So 4th and 3. He's got 4 wide. Coleman back to throw. He's got time. He's going to take a deep shot. And ball's going to be caught. A tremendous catch by Tolliver. I've called his name many times on the deep ball. Just twisting catch on the sideline. Another big play by Coleman in this offense on a crucial down.
30 yards on 4th down there, Brian. Oh, what a backbreaker that is. And what a catch by Tolliver going up to get that one. Circus catch, really.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap. Not much you can say about that one. So that brings them down to the 29-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Tripped up at the 25-yard line. And it was Brown on the carry.
Justin Brown on the carry. Stop by number 6, Noah Herrera.
That's going to make it, it's like a 4-yard gain. Makes it 2nd and 6.
All right, Tolliver really went over the back of Jelani Culpepper to get that. I thought Culpepper had some great coverage.
I thought so too. So 2nd and 6, Coleman back to throw. He's going to take another shot downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Great defense played right there by Grady Dickerson. It was intended for McLean, and it's another 3rd down.
It was Lordy Sapunwu, Brian, who got his hand up there. Some really nice tight coverage on the near side, and McLean was never really able to get away from him. Good pass breakup.
You're right there. There's Dickerson's 17, he's 12, so I just saw the numbers and got a little mixed up. Doesn't matter. It was a good defensive play regardless. So 3rd and 6, another chance to get him off the field here. Coleman back to throw. He's under pressure. He's rolling out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot downfield. He's got a man open. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. And there's a flag on the plate on the backfield. This one's going to come back.
I think this is 100% a hold, Brian. Ty Temples got dragged to the ground on the far side of the field. I think it's as obvious of a hold as you'll see.
And that's exactly what it is. The Patriots get a break there.
Oh, and frankly, the Bobcats have gotten away with a lot of that tonight. The Patriots have been bringing pressure all night, and it's looked like there's been plenty of opportunities for a holding call, and that one was just a little too obvious. You had to call it, and the guilty party there, Tyrone Moses, the sophomore tackle. And we got Ty Temples coming at you. Can't really blame him.
Definitely. That takes another Davian Arthur touchdown off the board. Makes it now 3rd and 16. So a big opportunity here. Back to throw, taking another shot downfield. It's going to be, I think it was a contested catch, and it's a catch. I'm not sure that if it was both a simultaneous catch, but they're ruling that it's a catch by the Bobcats. This is either an interception or it's the tie usually goes to the offense, and it's going to go to the offense, it looks like. Unreal. They've done it again.
I can't believe that wasn't ruled an interception, Brian, but what a fight to come down with the football. And The deep pass has really been there for the Bobcats. What a play. 2 circus catches on this drive alone.
Oh my goodness, they've had him on third down so many times, and they just can't seem to get him off the field. Davian Arthur now in. He's got one tonight. Direct snap to him. He's got room to run. He's going to fight for the end zone, and he's going to be just short. They're going to rule him out like at the 1 foot line maybe.
Good pursuit by the Patriot defense to keep him short of the end zone. That's that right side wildcat play that they've run so many times here tonight.
This has been an absolutely wacky game. Arthur's still going to remain in there on that wildcat formation. Direct snap, and he's going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown.
Seesaw battle here, Brian.
Oh my goodness. There has been some craziness going on in this game. Coleman has thrown some deep balls, has had some tremendous help by his receivers. And they're going to go for 2 here and try to make it that 7-point game.
Well over 300 yards now for Coleman. This is his best day of his career, and the second best day on offense for the Bobcats all season.
Absolutely. This has been a crazy game.
Now up 5. I think no surprise they're going to go for 2 and try to stretch it to a full 7.
They've already tried once. They didn't pick this one up. They got Brown in the backfield. Coleman's going to try to run it. It's going to fall incomplete. They try to throw it to the end zone. And the second time they have not gotten the 2-point conversion, so it remains a 5-point game.
They went tackle eligible. Torrey Henry was the intended receiver on that one. It looked for a second like he might have a shot at it, but nice job by the Patriot defense. You're down 5. That's a very gettable score here with 1:20 left in the third quarter. A lot of football left.
I should issue a correction. They got 1 2-point conversion, so they are 1 for 3 on the 2-point try tonight. So minute 20 left to go in the third quarter, and what has been a big back-and-forth contest and is looking up to be an instant classic already.
Well, it's been a great ball game, Brian, and credit to the Chaparral Bobcats for not letting their heads get down when they were down 21-0 a minute into the second quarter. The Patriots wanted a fast start. They got the fast start. But ever since, the Bobcats have really looked feisty, and Bryson Coleman with the deep ball has been incredibly effective here tonight. He's been unreal.
He has been unreal, and he's thrown the deep ball. He throws a very pretty ball, and right now it's very accurate. Got to be on the lookout here for something tricky. A short kick. They're going to call the fair catch, grabbed at the 30-yard line. They're not taking any chances now on this one. And
2 kickoffs in a row. McKinnon Thorpe, the senior wide receiver, has just made the smart play and called for the fair catch. Love that decision. He's having a great ball game with 5 catches as well.
Well, last time out, the Patriots were able to get into the end zone when Blair was able to find Namkin on a slant route, and they converted on 4th down twice. We are approaching the end of the third quarter, and they would like to get back in the end zone, and you have a chance now to make it a 2-point game with a touchdown here, but it all starts with 1 first down.
Well, they would take the lead by a point with a touchdown here, Brian, and 2 points with an extra point. So these conversion misses for the Bobcats may come into play here. They certainly have for the Patriots earlier this season.
Blair back to throw. Can throw over the middle. Ball's going to be caught by Martin. He's got the first down. Spin moves past the 45-yard line at the 46.
Oh, Luke Martin was still fighting for extra yards even after the whistle, and that's the kind of guy you need to get the ball in the hands of. A senior playmaker, senior to senior, 16 yards. Big play there on first down for the Patriots.
Now, they spotted at the 46. There's a bit of a discussion right here with the head official. Maybe they're thinking the spot may not be exactly where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, Martin was fighting. Maybe he was brought down on top of the defender, stretched for an extra yard, but maybe not.
Well, I'm not sure what the conversation was about, but he says keep the clock running.
Minute to go in the third now. Big possession here for the Patriots.
Definitely big possession. That was a good opening play. 4 wide, going to send Honeycutt in motion. Blair's going to call his own number, turn upfield, past midfield, past the 40-yard line. Big burst of speed, and down to the 37-yard line. Big play there by Ty Blair.
Love that decision by Ty Blair. Honeycutt with the decoy on the screen-like kind of route. And the Bobcats here showing a 4-2-5 formation. They usually play a 4-3, but they also bring in the nickel.
Takes the handoff, throws to Namkin on the slant, and tripped up, flipped by Ellison, but he's got the first down to the 26-yard line.
Well, that's exactly what you like to see. from Tanner Namkin going over the middle, holding the ball tightly when he knows he's about to get hit. Another first down. Patriots moving the ball well. Now under 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. And you'll love to see this offense just getting right back in their rhythm.
It wouldn't be surprising if they don't snap it. They don't have to snap the ball because the play clock is not ahead of the game clock, but they're lined up, so they're probably going to snap it at least once. And Blair will take a snap. They're going to do a little reverse action here. Give it to Thorpe. And a big block by Blair. And it's going to go for a 3-yard gain. And nice to see Blair. He's the quarterback, but he's not afraid to get dirty. And that's going to take us to the fourth quarter. There's been a couple of touchdowns on the board, but now the Patriots find themselves behind by 5, but threatening. It's 33-28. We're going to take one more break. Listening to ECU Patriots football on the Vype Media Network.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Burkle Backfield, the Georgetown ISD Athletic Complex. I'm Brian Reed, joined alongside Rob Jasculo. Start of the fourth quarter in what has been a very exciting one here. The Bobcats have taken the lead 33-28 against the ECU Patriots. Patriots, though, they are threatening. They're in the red zone on the 19-yard line. Usually make that the 24-yard line. And Blair, he's going to kick his own number up the middle, past the 10-yard line, still has the football. And a big gain there by Ty Blair. And it's going to be first and goal from the 8.
We absolutely love to see it, Brian. We talked going into the third quarter, maybe would Ty Blair run the football more, and we have certainly gotten our answer. He's been very effective in the ground game. Once again in the second half, that's really where he shines on the ground.
So first and goal from the 8, 3 wide. They're going to hand off to Honeycutt. Honeycutt past the 5-yard line. I think they're going to say he's down at the 3. So a 5-yard gain there makes it second and goal, and we may have an official timeout here.
Just some classic zone blocking on the right side from the offensive line. Nothing fancy there. 11:34 to play in the fourth quarter. Patriots trailing this one by 5. Still anybody's ball game here, Brian. And on that last play, the third quarter, we talked about Ty Blair throwing the block for McKinnon Thorpe.
Yeah.
That was actually the key block on the play. He only got 2 or 3 yards, but that would have been stopped for a loss if not for this senior veteran leader. And that's a guy you really want on your side getting this deep into a ball game.
Absolutely. You could tell he really wants to win this one. The Patriots have lost their previous 3 contests, and they need this victory to kind of keep their playoff hopes alive. For the Bobcats, though, they've lost 4 in a row. And, you know, this has been just a crazy game. They've had him on third down so many times on fourth down, and Coleman just keeps throwing that deep ball, and just they keep finding the connection in just kooky and crazy ways.
Yeah, having his best game of the season without a doubt. Full slate of games here in District 8. You said it, Brian. This is a must-win for the Patriots and their playoff hopes. Rouse leads Leander deep in the third quarter, 31-14. That's actually the better result for the Patriots as we go to Gupton Stadium next week. The Georgetown Eagles lead the Glen Grizzlies 45-24. And in the fourth quarter, the Lake Belton Broncos lead the Cedar Park Timberwolves 28-21.
All righty then. Yeah, spread them out a bit here. Second and goal from the 3. Wouldn't surprise me if we see Blair call his own number, but no, he's going to hand off to Honeycutt. He's going to be brought down at the 1-yard line. So it's going to be third and goal from the 1.
Well, now I really wouldn't be surprised to see Ty Blair calling his own number here, Brian.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. Third and goal from the 1. They got him spread out. And they're going to hand to Honeycutt. Honeycutt's going to waltz into the end zone. Honeycutt gets another, and the Patriots take back the lead. It didn't take them very long this time.
What a great drive by Ty Blair and the Eastview Patriots. They had everything working for them on that possession. For Blake Honeycutt, that's 2 touchdowns tonight. He hasn't gotten touched on either one of them.
And they're going to go for the regular extra point. Not going to try to make it a 3-point game yet. My goodness. Snap is down. Kick is up. And Reyes getting a little more underneath this time.
Yeah, that one cleared the stadium.
I did. I think he's fired up too. I think he's like definitely fired up there.
And he's a guy who has to go right back to work on the defensive line as well. Now 35-33, the Patriots back on top. 11:01 to play in the ball game. They've led this game by as many as 21 points. This second half, though, has been a real back and forth shootout. We're seeing a classic.
We are absolutely seeing a classic. This will be fun to rewatch, I'll be honest with you. But the key right now for the Patriots defense is they got to get that stop. They've got them on 3rd down. They've got them on 4th down. And each time they give up a big play, either it's through the air or on the ground. So it's going to be very important to get this Bobcats team off the field.
Chaparral turned the ball over on downs twice in the first quarter. They punted once in the second quarter. And other than that, they've scored. So a big possession here. And it's not like the Patriots haven't gotten them into 3rd and 4th and long situations either. You'll excuse the double negative.
I mean, it's okay. We got Ellison and Arthur and Tuimavave back to receive this one. It's going to go towards Ellison. Fields it inside the 15. Ellison with a big burst of speed. Ellison getting around the outside at the 40-yard line, but brought down just past the 40 by Lord Sapunwu.
Big tackle there by Lordy Sapunwu. And honestly, Brian, Ellison's been looking for that on just about every return tonight. He's been very effective in the return game. That's his best one so far. And here they are starting right near midfield again.
So they've gotten them on 1st and 2nd down. It's that 3rd down deep play that's burned them so many times. 10:50 left to play in the ball game. Each team's got all 3 timeouts. And this is what Friday Night Lights is all about here. Fans here getting their money's worth. And they're going to just hand this one off on 1st down. And right there, after a 5-yard gain on the tackle, is Jason Holland. And that was a handoff, it looks like, to Brown. That's going to be a 5-yard gain on 1st down.
Justin Brown's been a 5-yard machine in this ball game.
2nd and 5 now. They're going to go right back to Brown, trying to get those 5 yards. And Mulholland, once again, is right there. And they're going to say his forward progress was stopped after a 3-yard gain. That brings it right back to 3rd down with 3rd and 2 this time.
Patriots up by 2 points with 10:15 left. Ball right here at midfield. Big 2 downs here. You have to think that this is 4-down territory. Let's see if they dial up a blitz here on 3rd.
I'm not so sure what's going to happen here. They've been burned by the deep ball with that blitz many times before. It's a snap back. Coleman's going to take it himself. He's not going to get it. He is not going to get any yards on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Isaiah Davenport-Bell came on the blitz. He came over the left guard, and that is where Coleman wanted to run, but saw the gap full of number 20 for Eastview. He had to tuck it over to the right. They weren't ready to block that side. Loss of a yard. Big play by the defense, and they have another even bigger one coming up here.
Oh my goodness, it's another 4th down. This is one of the biggest plays of the ball game so far. You see Coleman's heading towards the sideline trying to get the play, and they're going to take a timeout.
We've seen them do this before here tonight, Brian, and well, they've been pretty effective on 4th down outside of the first 2 series. So no surprise that they want to take some time, 9:21 to play, get their best play in. 35-33 ball game. It's been a classic.
It has been an absolute classic. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I've called a lot of really good games. This one's right up there. This one's been a lot of fun to call. And this is a huge 4th down here for this Patriots defense. They need this stop in a bad way. They need to get them off the field. Try to just get that 3 and out. And get that defense back on the sideline drinking that Gatorade and give Ty Blair a chance to put this one on ice. But it just starts right here with not allowing them to get that 1st down. You can give them a yard, but you can't give them 2.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what the Bobcats dial up here. They've had some very tricky plays, both on offense and in special teams here tonight. And sometimes it's worked, but sometimes it really hasn't. So let's see what happens here.
So 4th and 2. They've burned him with the deep ball a few times in these 4th down plays. Let's see what they do here. Coleman's going to try to tuck it in and run. He's got the corner. He's got the first down and pushed out of bounds.
They had a real heavy set there to the right, and I think the Patriots were kind of staying home there, not wanting to get fooled by anything, and the pursuit just wasn't able to quite get there. Big first down for the Bobcats, now 9:15 to play, and they're operating with a first down in Eastview territory.
I think also they were thinking about the times they burned him with the bomb a few times on 4th down, so probably trying to make sure that didn't happen. So it's a first down to the 43. Coleman's going to hand this one off. It's to Brown. Brown trying to find some room to work. He's not going to get anywhere, though. He's going to be dropped to the line of scrimmage.
Lordy Sapunu did well to start stopping that play. His outside contain was fantastic. And then in pursuit, it was Ty Temples and also, no surprise, Isaiah Davenport-Bell to finish him off.
And they're going to say forward progress. Gave him 1 yard on that one, so he's 2nd and 9 from the 42. Bennett now in the backfield. Less than 9 minutes left to play, 8:45. Each team's, Bobcats have 2 timeouts. Patriots got 3. Coleman takes the snap. He's going to take a deep shot downfield, and this time it's going to be picked off. Not this time. It is Manny Williams on the interception, and that's just what they needed.
What a huge play by Manny Williams. Brian, we saw him on the offensive side of the ball last week, playing a lot of corner here tonight. That's not the first time that the Patriots have been there on these deep balls. They've kind of hung up a little bit. That's just the first time the Patriots have been able to pull it down. 8.5 minutes to play. That's so huge.
And I see him on the Jumbotron. He is fired up on the sideline. The Patriots coaching staff, they're right next to us. You can hear them fired up. That's exactly what they needed. So now you got to have a nice drive here, and maybe Ty Blair needs to put it back in his hands and try to get right down the field.
Coming into the game, Manny Williams had only 8 tackles on the season. That's his first interception of the year.
Just what they needed, and then they're going to fake on that screen once again. Ty Blair into the secondary, past the 30. He's going to be tripped up, shoelace tackle, and they're going to say he was brought down at the 38-yard line. That's just what they needed.
Toy Mavave with a very nice shoestring tackle, saving a potential touchdown. Blair at a full head of steam. I wouldn't be surprised to see just a lot more of that, Brian.
Absolutely. They've run that play earlier, too. They kind of fake Honeycutt on the screen. 4 wide here. And this time they're going to hand out to Honeycutt, trying to go around the outside. He's past the 40-yard line to the 41, so a 3-yard gain there on first down. Makes it 2nd and 7.
Nothing wrong with the old-fashioned 3 yards in a cloud of dust there, Brian. Under 8 minutes to play in the ball game. Clock keeps ticking here, and that's very important.
They are going quickly back to the line, though. This is what worked in the first quarter. So I'm not all too surprised by that. Blair, though, back to throw. He's got time. Going to try to go to the sideline, trying to find Namkin. It's going to fall incomplete. Makes it 3rd and 7.
That was a nice hard throw from Ty Blair where only Namkin could get to it, but that was a little too hard and just dashed off his hands. Aiden McCullum, the junior linebacker, in coverage. That's a bit of a mismatch. Wouldn't be surprised if Eastview looks to that one again.
Blair back to throw. Going to go to the sideline. Ball's caught by Martin. Pushed out of bounds, but I believe he had the first down, and they're going to say he was right at the 48-yard line. And that is, now they're going to say he got just past it to the 49. That's enough for a first down and moves the chains. Clock does stop, though, as he got out of bounds.
Ty Blair's 20th completion of the ball game. That one good for 9 yards, and Luke Martin did well to get to the sticks.
So 1st and 10 from the 49. Handoff Honeycutt. Past midfield, still churning his legs. He's got an entourage trying to move him. And he's going to gain 4 yards there on first down, make it 2nd and 6.
Well, Antonio Simmons met him right there in the hole, but Honeycutt kept the legs churning. Another good 3 yards.
He's done well in place of Keaston Rainey tonight. So 2nd down and 7. They're at the 48-yard line. Like to keep this ball moving. We're approaching south of 7 minutes. Blair looks to the sideline. He sends Namkin in motion. They're going to fake it to Namkin on the jet sweep. Blair bounces off a would-be tackler past the 45-yard line. Down to the 43 is going to make it 3rd and 2.
I would love to see Ty Blair's yards after contact numbers after this game. He got about another 5 yards after he was hit there.
Definitely. Do you consider yards after the YAC yards after contact, yards after catch?
You know, Team Tracker, who do the official district stats, they mark it both the same way. So when we're looking at the numbers on the fly, I always have to make sure I'm looking at the rushing or receiving because they do have the same line in the spreadsheet.
So 3rd and 2 from the 43. A first down here would be huge. We're south of 6:30. They're going to fake the jet sweep. Honeycutt's got plenty of room up the middle. He's past the 35-yard line and down to the 31. Big gain there on 3rd down.
Blake Honeycutt really running with a head of steam here in this second half, Brian, and they faked the jet sweep again to Namkin. It's looked like it's been there both times. I think no matter what way Ty Blair went with the football on that play, it was going to be successful.
I think after the interception, there's a lot more pep in the step. 4 wide here. Honeycutt in the backfield. Blair takes a snap. He hands off to Honeycutt. Honeycutt's past the 25-yard line this time, and a big gain there on 1st down.
8 more yards for Blake Honeycutt, now under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Clock is ticking, and if the Patriots can get in the end zone here, that would be so huge to have the opportunity to make it a 2-score game.
Absolutely. So now it's 2nd and 2 from the 31. Sorry, keeping my math mixed up. From the 24. Thank you, Rob. 4 wide. And they're going to hand off Honeycutt again. Honeycutt trying to turn up field. He's going to lose a yard there back at the 25-yard line.
Surprised Blair didn't take that one himself. Looks like there might have been some room up the middle. Honeycutt unable to find much joy. And now 3rd and 4. This is a big play for both teams.
They've converted on 3rd down a few times on this drive. They're going to need at least one more here. A lot of time has been taken off the clock. Blair back to throw. He's going to go to the sideline. It's going to be caught by Martin. That's going to be plenty for a 1st down all the way to the 18-yard line. There's a little short pass. High percentage, and it always works.
Well, when you need a big catch, Luke Martin's a great target to be able to go to. He had 40 catches coming into this ball game. And, again, senior to senior, you go to your key players.
And then I guess they actually was out at the 19-yard line, but still enough for a 1st down. So 1st and 10. 5 minutes left to go. 5:03, I should say, once the clock rolls. After this one will be under 5 minutes. Blair from the gun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Under pressure immediately. He's going to tuck it in and run. He's past the 15. Turns up field before he's pushed out of bounds. A flag comes in, though, at the end of that run. And that's going to be, looks like a hold on the Patriots.
Oh, Luke Martin's going to get called for the hold here. It looked like he had a very good block going there. He was squared up to the man, had him right under the shoulder pads. Oh, I'm surprised at that one.
I'm a little surprised by that one, too. Blair able to tuck that one in and run. It would have been, I believe, almost 1st and goal, it looked like. But as it stands, they're going to back this one up and make it now 1st and 20.
We don't like seeing that. Pushes you out of the red zone as well for the Patriots. Now under 5 minutes to play.
I should issue a correction. That was a spot foul, so it backs them up only to pass the 20-yard line, and ball's going to be tipped at the line, and it's going to be 2nd down and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Knocked down by number 58.
So not too bad. It wasn't the 1st and 20, but still not what you want to see.
That is Ty Blair's first incomplete pass of the second half, Brian. He's been very effective. That one knocked down by the defensive end.
See, that's what happened. I wasn't even aware of that. Yep. That was the key to this this whole thing.
Now, 21 of 26 on the night. Another effective day for Ty Blair. Good to see him get back into his rhythm tonight.
Definitely. It's just what he needed. It's 35-33. We're south of 5 minutes left to play. 2nd and 12. They're going to fake the handoff, throw over the middle to Luke Martin. Ball's going to be caught inside the 10. Or they're going to say right at the 10. I don't think that's a good spot personally. I thought he got to the 9. I thought that was a 1st down, but it's going to make it 3rd and 1.
100% agree with you there, Brian, but a very nice throw and another good catch by Luke Martin over the middle.
So 3rd and 1. Big 3rd down once again. Blair's going to call his own number. Past the 10, past the 9. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Patriots.
Another very effective run from Ty Blair, who's near 100 yards for the game on the ground for another week. And here's a big opportunity to stretch this lead. 4:20 to go, clock running.
The Patriots have taken a lot of time off the clock here. And how crucial it's been. They've stopped them on those 2-point conversions multiple times and got that blocked extra point. They're going to fake the jet sweep, hand off to Honeycutt. He's going to be blown up in the backfield. A big hit there to Honeycutt, and I think he's a little, maybe have an official timeout here. That was a heavy hit there.
they've looked at that jet sweep action with Namkin going to the far side 3 times on this drive, Brian, and they've handed it off or run the ball up the middle all 3 times. I think the Bobcats were just ready for that, and a big loss. Key play there on first down, and now with Honeycutt shaken up a bit as well, Patriots don't really use a lot of different running backs. Honeycutt's really the number 2 back most weeks, and they really don't go too much deeper into the depth chart than that, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. I think we're going to see a healthy dose of Ty Blair on 2nd and goal, and if there is 3rd and goal as well.
And definitely going to see that. The thing, though, is you don't have that, that 3rd back, that 2nd back, and then it becomes rather obvious that you're going to go to Ty Blair, although you can note that he's coming at you, and he's just going to run right past you. He's just that good of a runner.
Yeah, there's a lot of dual-threat quarterbacks out there, Brian, but what sets Ty Blair apart, I think, is his burst. When he gets to be able to turn the corner, he can really turn upfield and be deep in the secondary in a heartbeat.
Definitely. And Honeycutt's off under his own power, able to walk off the field. He's played a very aggressive, very physical game tonight. He's played very well. He's got a couple touchdowns, and has done a wonderful job filling in for Keyston Rainey. So 3:57 left to play. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 11-yard line. And the Patriots would like to get the touchdown to make it a 2-possession game.
Coming off the interception as well, trying to turn the first turnover of the game into points.
That's one key note, too, is that was the first turnover of the game. Even though if they get the field goal, though, it still makes it a touchdown lead. At least have to get a touchdown to take the lead. So that's going to be interesting. 5 wide this time. From the 11, it's 2nd and goal. Blair back to throw. Short pass. Ball is tipped in. Almost caught anyways. Not sure it was maybe intended for Namka on that little slant pass, but the lineman got his hand in there, and then Martin almost came down with it anyways. Very, very fortunate that was not turned over.
Torrey Henry with his 2nd pass breakup on this possession, Brian. He just did well to get that big paw up there and bat it down.
And we got Ty Temples in now. We've seen him a few times on offense. I think they're going to need to take a timeout here. They need to decide what they want to do. With that Honeycutt in there, kind of takes something away from this one. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line.
3:52 to play in the ball game, Brian, and a field goal here would push it out to 38-33. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be 2-down territory for the Patriots.
Maybe so.
But 11 yards is a ways to go. You at least want to get down inside the 5 here on 3rd down.
I think if they get it to inside the 5, they're going to go for the touchdown. But if they don't get anything here, they might try to just kick that field goal and try to put it back on that defense. They do have 2 timeouts after this one, and the Bobcats have a couple timeouts on their own. So, but this has been a very exciting game so far, and got to give credit to the Bobcats. They did not quit when they were down 21-0. They were able to come back this one, but also fair play to the Patriots, how they're able to come out of the half. They gave up that touchdown, but they've gone back down the field, and these last few drives have chewed a lot of time off the clock.
Absolutely, Brian, and this Chaparral Bobcat team is not used to playing in close games in the 4th quarter, quite frankly. A touchdown here would be huge, make them try to chase 2 scores.
Trying to see who's in the backfield, but it's going to be 4 wide. Blair back to throw, taking a shot in the end zone. Luke Martin maybe got a little twisted around. Unable to find the football. It's going to make it 4th and goal from the 11.
Yeah, I think Martin hadn't really broken out of his route quite yet, and he really had to try and twist and turn and wasn't able to quite get his footing underneath him. And I think we're going to get another timeout here for Bobcat who has gone down.
I was seeing Reyes. He was running out in the field. They're going to try to make it a 5-point game and try to force the Bobcats to have to get that touchdown.
I like that decision, Brian, and we'll see how it pans out for them. Make Coleman have to get this team into the end zone. Again, the sophomore, he hasn't really played the entirety of the season. He's been in a 2-quarterback platoon, and they haven't really played close games, so not used to the crunch time situation. So having them forced to get into the end zone would be huge. We'll see what they go with after this injury timeout. It's kind of a free timeout for the Patriots as well to talk things over.
Gotta think about this one. Bryson Coleman's got to have himself a career game, the sophomore. Yeah, he's definitely played well. That's had some mad bombing tonight. So, only throwing the 1 interception. So, as we can see, here's to be Kamani Sherman walking off the field under his own power. You like to see that. So this ball looks like it's going to be spotted. He's going to kick it from the 18-yard line, so a 28-yard attempt. Here the Bobcats team. Snap is down. Kick is on the way, and it looks like it's good, and that's because it is good.
Right down the middle.
Right
Great kick from Reyes.
Down the pipe, and that was huge. It's now a 5-point game with 3:43 left to go, and the defense now, it's in their hands. They got to get them off the field. Last time out, Manny Williams able to come in and get a huge interception, the first turnover on the game. They're going to need another one here, just a chance to get them off the field. And this has been a fun one. I've said that many times tonight, but this has been a real fun one.
It really has been, Brian, and I don't know if that's necessarily what we expected, especially after the Patriots came out with a 21-0 lead. Credit the Chaparral Bobcats out of the playoff picture, but still showing a ton of fight. It's Friday night. It's Texas. What more do you want?
Yeah, what more do you want, indeed. This has been an absolute joy to call. We've been having fun with this one, and now for the Patriots, they're going to need to try to get a stop right here. It's 3:43, and credit to that drive. It ended in points, and it was a long drive. It took a lot of time off the clock. I believe there was like just north of 7 minutes on the clock, and now it's 3:43. That's how long that drive was. That was just critical and crucial. They would like to get in the touchdown, but they're happy to be able to get at least some bit of points out of this one.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of 4-minute drill that the Bobcats have. That's a look that most teams practice and have a set play set for.
Now, one thing to note is that Ellison's been on the opposite end of the field. He's been on the far sideline. That's where Reyes likes to kick it, and they got someone else out there, and they're going to go to that far sideline, but not a very long kick. It's going to be fielded just a little bit past the 20. Trying to get around the corner, and he brought down a flag, comes in late, though, and that was Justice Tuimabebe. I can't get the name out all of a sudden.
Yeah, Justice Tuimabebe, who does a little bit of everything, and he's on all the special teams units for the Bobcats, and a nice return there, but I think this one may be coming back a few yards.
Just stripped over my words there. I think it will be coming back, judging by where they already got the chain gang set up.
Yeah, that flag came in right at the end on the far side.
And that was a holding on the return team. So kind of a break there for the Patriots.
Just makes it a longer field for Bryson Coleman, over 300 yards, having his best day of his career, but never been in a situation like this. And the Patriots, they have certainly played many close games this season.
Definitely played many close games, probably more than they would like to have played, but they need to get a stop right here. Coleman has played well. Ball's at the 28-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Coleman takes a snap on a delayed handoff, and right there to get him after a 1-yard gain. And that was Bennett on the carry.
Ty Temple's not fooled by that one. They liked running that delayed trap play, and that time Temple stayed home, stayed right where he was, and was ready to square up and make the tackle.
2nd and 9 now. They got 2nd and 8. He got to the 30-yard line. Clock continues to move. They're going to hand it off again. I think it's right back to Bennett. He's going to gain a couple yards before being swallowed up, and again makes it now 3rd and 6 at the 32-yard line. So this is another big 3rd down as we're south of 3 minutes left to play.
Not a ton of urgency from the Chaparral Bobcats here. Under 3 minutes to go. They do have 2 timeouts, but still not really working a hurry up here.
Not working a hurry up. Probably, like you said, we're not used to playing in those close games. Probably don't really have that kind of in the playbook.
And look out, Torrey Henry is in the game as an eligible receiver.
Yeah, I'm going to look out for that. It's 3rd and 6. They like to throw the trick play. Just got the man off the field in time. Back to throw, and they're going to go to the sideline, and a big tackle right there. It's Isaiah Davenport Bell, it looks like. Actually, no, that might be Manny Williams on the tackle. Yes, it was. He stopped him short of the 1st down, or they call it incomplete pass.
I think it was broken up because he only had about 3 yards on there, but they're spotting the ball back for 4th and 6. So Manny Williams having a huge 4th quarter.
So this is, not going to say the ball game, but this is huge right here. It's 2:26 left to go, and it's 4th and 7. And according to the scoreboard, they have to get to the 38 for a 1st down, and they're going to take a timeout. their second timeout of the half and kind of talk about this one.
Well, burning up that timeout in the third quarter, maybe coming back to haunt them. I like the decision to take a timeout. You need a first down here. This is a huge play in the ball game, but even if you do convert it, they only would have one left.
It's definitely big. And just as kind of a shout out here, I want to say something real quick. There's not a lot of people on the Bobcats side, I'll be honest with you, but they've been on their feet and cheering all night. So I kind of want to give a shout out to them for showing up and being loud in this one.
Been a great atmosphere here tonight. We certainly had a great one last week with the Crosstown game with the Georgetown Eagles, but these fans have sure had a lot to cheer for on both sides this evening. 38-33 with 2:26 to go. What more could you want out of a football game? We've seen a little bit of everything, really.
Yeah, trick plays, onside kicks. We've only gotten the one interception. It's 4th and 7. The Patriots would love to stop them right here. Do they have one in him? Coleman back to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to tuck it in and run. Trying to get to the sideline. I say Davenport Bell brings him down. Not this time. It's a turnover on downs.
I love that decision there on defense, Brian. The Patriots bring one man with pressure. It flushes Coleman out of the pocket. And Isaiah Davenport Bell, we don't see anybody in the district that has the kind of sideline-to-sideline speed that he does. Coleman was never getting to the sticks. Great play, third turnover on downs for the Chaparral Bobcats tonight. And now with 2:19 to play, the Patriots are in the driver's seat.
Definitely. And one thought I just had, you think IDB's had over 100 tackles now in the season?
I bet he does. He gets over 10 per game.
So he's probably up there. He started the game with 90. And we've called his name quite a few times tonight, so I think he's probably up to 100 on the season.
And I know we talked about him just a week or so ago, but Coach Mike Wall better be ready to talk about Isaiah Davenport Bell with me again next week.
Definitely. So 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Just need to get a couple first downs right here. Blair's going to take this one all by himself. He's going to get past the line of scrimmage. And actually, no, right back to the line of scrimmage. That's but a Honeycutt on the sideline. So it kind of takes a little bit of a few plays out of the playbook. But keeping it on the ground, keeping the clock moving. We're down to 2 minutes now. Now you can take your time in between snaps.
Bobcats only have one timeout left, so I expect the Patriots to go with a steady diet of running the ball.
As they should. You do see Ty Temples out there on the field. Blair all by himself. They're going to take as long as they need to. Play clock at 5. He's going to take the snap. Trying to get around the outside. He's got some room at the 30. He's being pushed out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock. And they're trying to see. There's a flag. And no flag. It looked like it might have been a slight late hit out of bounds. That does stop the clock with 1:23 left to play.
You know, the side judge initially wound the clock after the play. The contact was in bounds, but Blair pushed a little forward there. So the referee did overrule. Now they wind the clock.
Now they're winding that clock. That's just what the Patriots need. I don't think they realize that the clock is moving, though, because they're not quite set. They're almost at 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. 3rd and 6 from the 30. They get to the 24 for that first down. Blair's going to keep himself. Bounces off the tacklers. Tries to rumble forward. He's down at the 25-yard line. He is just short of the first down. And the Bobcats are going to burn their final timeout.
I thought Ty Blair was going to get to the sticks there. He ends up just a yard short. Now 52 seconds remaining. It's 4th and short. I don't think we're going to see anything different than what we saw in the first 3 plays of this series, Brian. A first down here wins you the ball game.
First down wins it. You can go into victory formation, and you can escape out of this one with a win. It looked like it was going to be a totally different ball game early on, but credit to the Bobcats, credit to the Patriots. They've stayed within this one and have made it what turned out to be an absolute classic.
Yeah, we can't count the chickens before they hatch here, Brian. 52
Definitely.
seconds, a lot of time. We've seen Coleman very effective with the deep ball, especially here tonight. But it's only 1 yard to get. And who else would you rather have behind center than Ty Blair?
And I almost guarantee this is going to be put in Ty Blair's hands. You just need 1 yard for that first down, and then you can walk out of this one, and you can end the losing streak here.
Ty Blair's had a great day through the air, 22 of 27, 264 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's added over 100 yards once again on the ground. He is the Patriots' leading rusher on the season. He can really do it all as the dual threat. I think he'll go with legs here, but we'll see.
We'll see. It all depends on how you want to do this one. You have a lot of options here. Remember, even if you don't get it, the Bobcats, they don't have any timeouts. There's 52 seconds. Coleman has been good with the deep ball, but you got to work very fast. And we saw in that last possession, Bobcats don't really have the hurry up kind of style they like to go with.
Jumbo package with Ty Temples in the ball game here as well. They'll be on the same side with Luke Martin on the right side, where they've been very effective running the ball tonight.
And definitely bringing that jumbo set. They just need 1 yard. Got to get to the 24, the 25. And it's going to be Blair up the middle, trying to get that push. They're signaling he's got the first down, and they're signaling he's down at the 24. And I think that's a first down, and I think that's the ball game.
I think he actually got even further than he did. That's a tough spot, but I do think it's still going to be enough for a first down. Blair with the second effort looked like he was pushing down closer to the 23, 22-yard line. I don't know if they're going to measure. Tyrell McCray is out on the field on the far sideline. We have 45 seconds showing on the clock. Let's see what they rule.
Are they going to bring out the chains? I'm with you. I thought he got more yards than that, to be honest with you. I really thought he did.
The sticks are still in the same position that they were before the fourth down play. The down indicator is still showing 4. Now here comes the chain gang.
And here comes the chain gang. Well, this is huge.
I'd be real surprised if he was short of that, Brian. I thought he had a bit
really
more than
thought
that.
he had it, yeah. So let's back this one up. That's where he is. Make sure that chain looks good. And he got it.
By the nose of the football, Brian, the Eastview Patriots are going to win this ball game and move to 4-4. And Ty Blair's the man who does it.
Oh, my goodness. When it came down to crunch time, you called 16's number, and he got you what you needed.
Great moxie out of this Eastview Patriot team. They got out to the fast start, got knocked back quite a bit, fell behind in this ball game, but they've been so tough when playing close games in the second half. That experience really seeing them through here tonight.
Absolutely, and they needed this victory in a bad way. It keeps their playoff hopes alive. Improved to 4-4 in the season, and then ends the 3-game losing streak as Blair is going to go victory formation, my favorite formation, and take a knee, and I think that's all that's needed.
Every coach's favorite formation, too.
Definitely, and that is, I think, going to be the last play of the ball game. They won't need to snap it one more time, and they're already lining up to shake hands. A tremendous effort by both teams for the Bobcats to come back from that 21-point deficit to score 27 unanswered, and for the Patriots to able to take momentum back and make the big plays when needed. What a tremendous ball game by both sides. Ty Blair played a tremendous game, but give special credit to Honeycutt for stepping up in replacement of Rainey. Played a tremendous game, and to Manny Williams for getting that key interception late in the game, as always, to Isaiah Davenport Bell.
And you know what was huge tonight, Brian? The Patriots didn't turn the ball over. After 4 turnovers last week, they took great care of the football. Okay, maybe a little dicey on the kickoffs, but that's something you could sort out during the week on special teams practice. The Patriots showing their mettle. They needed to win tonight. They have no room for error in the playoffs. They had to battle to get past a very game Chaparral Bobcat team here tonight.
And that was a tremendous game, and they absolutely needed everything that they had to come back in this one. And it's really, really good to see that they end the losing streak. They're back in the win column, back at 500, and their playoff hopes are well and truly still alive. Well, I think that'll do it from us here at the Brookleback Field, Georgetown ISD Athletic Complex. We'll see you next week at Gupton Stadium for Rouse on November 1st. That game also will be on Vype Media.
Can't believe we're hitting November already.
I know. We're almost at the end of the season. Only 2 games left after this one. It's been a joy calling these games with Rob. I'd like to thank Skylar, our QA, for providing quality assurance. I'd like to thank Zuna Vinket, our technical director, and Merle Bertrand, and everyone at the Vype team for making sure everything sounds so awesome. So that'll do it from us here at Brookleback Field. I'm Brian Reed. Take care. Have a good night.